You're probably down 1, 2.
Oh, there I am. Hold on.
We are live. In that video,
That sounds unbelievable.
It goes on. There's a part where he's moving at such speed where he sees an animal and blames the animal.
Dude, he maxed a squirrel at 85 miles an hour.
Dude.
Probably one of the best things I've ever seen. Are we in the pre-show?
Yes.
Let's go. Pre-show's going. We got Squirrel missed.
Pop it out.
Let's see what's happening. Nope. Still not seeing the video. Still not seeing the video. Oh, it says live. What's that do? Here we are. Welcome to Revival Modern Podcast.
1,
Pre-show.
2.
Exclusive pre-show. Is that me?
Feeding back.
That was me talking about me.
Okay.
Oh, we are an hour early, so there is no one in the chat. Love that.
Everybody's freaking out, wondering what the hell's going on.
Yeah, listen. I got a hard out today.
Hard out.
Hard out.
I get a hard out every day.
Oh, my man Nick. My man Nick Pizarre. Revival Time Chinese. Details by Doug. I got to be in, we're getting ready for the time change, but I got to be in L.A. I got to get out of here early tomorrow morning, so I'm trying to get this baby up and going. I get the 8 o'clock hard out.
He's basically going to time travel.
Going to time travel, dude. I get a rehearsal dinner tomorrow, I'm trying to get there.
Yep.
We got to grab the Steves.
Steve's.
Yeah, I gotta grab 'em.
You're the best. There's Matt Wood, ready to go. Love to see you in there. We got a real hard-hitting episode coming at you.
Yep. Squirrels.
Maybe the hardest. Squirrels. What are you guys doing?
I love how Nick Pizarre just commented, Nick. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know why. What's up, Wade? I don't. Nick, why did you comment Nick?
Just
Love that guy. I am him.
That's some big Gru energy.
All right, my bad.
yeah.
Do you know that the Germans cannot pronounce the word squirrel? I don't blame them. Good spelling, though, on you. Good
What
on
do
you.
they? I wonder what they call it.
Probably Squigmeister or something.
We may not want to
I know
know.
Schmetterling, which means butterfly.
Oh, wow.
How do you say squirrel?
Squirrel.
Is that
Squirrel.
Is that
Hold
the
on.
German?
That should be the German.
That's a German, boys. They physically cannot say the word correctly.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen. I think I get it perfect. Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen. Well, we can't pronounce their word for squirrel, tell you that much.
Dude.
Go ahead, hit it.
Eichhörnchen.
Yeah, I got to
He's
get your
gonna put
headphones
your
on.
Headphones on.
Oh crap! I wasn't prepared. I wasn't wearing protection.
Eichhörnchen.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Eichhörnchen.
It sounds like it's saying ice prevention.
The thing is, the word squirrel feels kind of like wily and unpredictable. That doesn't.
Ice prevention.
Eichhörnchen.
You want to know how it's spelt?
Yeah.
Eichhornchen, and then the O has the 2 dots above it.
Oh, it's pronounced just like it's spelled.
Yeah.
Iceprevention. Eichhörnchen.
Eichhörnchen.
It sounds like
Somebody has.
Ice prevention.
I live on a pile of shit.
It's the
yeah.
de-icer.
Hold your tongue and speak. That's what it sounds like.
Jesus, that sounds like a name for an eye infection. Eye infection.
Eichhörnchen.
If you have, there's an eye drop for that.
Eichhörnchen.
There you go.
It's a little late.
New from the
Huh?
makers of Eichhörnchen.
We are. Let's see. Let me move this.
What are you guys doing over there in the chat? All 4 of you.
This.
Eichhörnchen.
Would you like to learn more German? We're going to have a game of guess that German word. Now back to guess that German word.
Haut.
Haut?
Haut.
H-A-U-T?
Yep.
House? Style? Haut. What?
Skin.
Skin. Ah! Son of a bitch! I was so close. Oh, Jordan, you can't get the day off. Call it sick, baby. We need you there. Hey, if any of you guys are interested in the Secret Track Day, it's October 14th. Hit me up on Instagram.
And where is the secret track day?
Canaan. And if you show up, bring
Aus
money.
Holz.
What is it?
Aus Holz.
Yes, it does
Aus
hurt.
Holz.
Wooden.
Jeez. All PTO is gone. The love is
Yeah.
gone, buddy.
Let's see.
You're gonna miss a big grip day, Jordan. I had you on a
There we
hard
go.
baby.
All right.
Now you're going hard yes.
Jordan's mom doesn't even know.
Yeah, tell your mom you're gonna go race. For the love of God, dude.
You're gonna go win a track day.
I got to talk about the track
Oh
day.
my god.
These cars run 3 track days.
Here we go. Here's one you might recognize. Oh,
Oh,
Rennen.
there we go.
you'll be sliding there this Saturday?
What'd you say?
Rennen.
Lemon?
Out there winning?
Rennen.
Rennen.
I don't know what that is.
Racing.
Language, I definitely don't excel in,
Just
in
racing.
Yeah, I was hoping it was a little closer to any language I know.
I'm pretty sure I'm still
Wrong.
learning English.
Yeah.
Well, that language is smithereens.
Oh man. Jordan, he's opting to go slide somewhere else.
Can you believe that, dude?
What's he doing?
That's cold as ice.
That is cold as ice, dude.
Yeah.
The guy's the Iceman over there.
All right. Let's see.
Matt Wood. It directly translates to oak croissant, by the way.
That would be croissant.
An oak croissant.
Very good. Very good.
Is that a new piece of merch you're putting out there?
I
The
s-
Oaks Garage?
I spell my croissant with a Q-A-W. Croissant.
Croissant.
It's a silent J.
Let's learn French.
Da, da, da.
I know what Jordan's getting at right now. All I'm getting is ice cold over there, bailing on the day that I had you down for, that I started just for you.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
That's
It
hard.
really is crazy.
That's hard.
After all this time,
Talking
I
about,
went and bought an NB just so I could be in the nice styles.
is it? Yeah, I know what. I think I know what the problem is.
What?
Not enough boost.
Not enough boost.
Is-
Or
Oh,
PSI.
those
What
limeys
wants
still
the
got your
boost?
blower? What's going on?
When he starts going that far north, elevation just
Mr.
really
DJ, what's up? Carman Cam, hey yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be the elevation.
Elevation really.
Stealing boost from his baby.
That's it.
That's my baby's boost.
All right, that's
Brian, if you want, there's another little device we have over there that can help that. It's not the best, but
You need pliers?
Oh, this is a known issue.
oh yeah, it's
Oh,
it's
okay, cool.
it's a not fixable issue.
I'll just wrap my hands around it.
Give it a
the
little
whole
tweak.
while. Oh yeah, here we go.
It's a we really need to figure out how to make some.
That's how I
money.
fixed mine.
Okay.
Just be forceful.
Yeah, is Revival eating ramen this month?
We can't even buy that.
Yeah,
We're
not
literally
eating.
drinking our. No, there's another one. One of the taller ones. It might even have that. Yeah, it's got a mic on it. But that's at least adjustable,
See that?
and it can provide some support.
Let me get a thank you, Leather Daddy.
I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. We got enough mics just to freestyle and go.
Oh, we 100%. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen.
Let's go,
we
Papa.
could do this like a New York cipher. It'll be a good time.
We're going to switch to that mic stand right there with the old mics, and just like that'll be that.
Listen, I'm just gonna put it out there. It's the only logical thing.
Yeah, it's just like
What happened?
Oh,
To
that's,
switch-
that's good enough. I
to
mean, I
switch
have terrible
to the just
posture
me-
in the first place.
these
It'll just
mic
keep
stands?
slouching.
That's crazy. Your wires all over the place.
These mic stands and the mic just freestyle it the whole time.
just hold it.
You could lose the bass. Do it like a.
We could lose yourself.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Wade is still waiting for you to send him what dang mics you want. Wade.
I think.
Wait, what are you talking about? I
Yeah.
think we're about to find out some information.
Yeah, has
No,
Josh been
he's-
keeping this from
No,
us?
no. He's. I thought I told him.
Has
the
Daddy been
mics.
keeping secrets?
No, because it's not the mics. That's the thing. It's not the mics. We need
Gus in the room.
mic stands.
I mean, it could also be the mics because some of the mic stands we looked at that we liked, these mics weren't compatible with. So,
All I need is one mic.
yeah.
That's all I need in this world.
You just crowd around one like a barbershop quartet.
Ah, Acapella?
We thought about maybe dropping them.
Dropping from the ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a
there
Glenn
you
Beck
go.
type thing.
Yeah. Just,
A Michael Buffer.
yeah. Just
Oh, we can automate. We hit a button, they all come down. at the
or maybe
beginning.
we just hang the XLR cable straight down and then it just swings.
Just
And,
be like a boxing ring.
Yeah, swinging that thing. Just
yep.
And in the left corner.
Jordan says run 15 psi. God bless.
No,
Nope.
definitely not. I mean,
Maybe we forgot the
the
zero.
supercharger is the size of this can.
150 horsepower, maybe.
150 horsepower, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
How broken was your old supercharger to go from 2 to 3 psi to 15?
He put just a micro wheel on it.
Yeah.
Get the old micro rotor.
Listen, I respect it just being like, hey, it was broken. I got to get it rebuilt.
Yeah.
There's no way it went from 2 to 3 to 15 psi.
I mean, superchargers at 15 psi. That's bananas. What's up, Rick Vidup? Good to see you in there. Look at that. That's my
What
man,
up?
my savior, my own personal Jesus.
You're to say your own Jesus?
Bringing alleys to the donut meet? You kidding? The night after I
jeez.
have a DJ event? Come on, dude. Talk about
Hit
Give it to
record
the week.
there.
Yeah, so I
there.
can go jump over there if you want.
Okay.
All right.
it's
Yeah.
larger now.
We'll do. Hey,
Congratulations.
Yeah. It's a big step.
Love to see that.
And once you're ready, Corey. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who
Oh, hello.
and Corey.si.
Oh, hello.
This week, we have our friend, the man who has logged many miles with me recently, Mr. Brian Buckley, in studio to talk about not the Bandit stuff, but Unity.
Yeah, we're gonna keep those secrets still.
That's true. I was
Yeah,
trying.
you guys are bonded by blood now.
That's it, right? In Texas
You just can't go back.
law. Texas law looks down upon that stuff, I think.
Yep.
So he is here to speak about Northeast Unity. He was there and he attended that show, and I've heard rave things
Brave.
from many people talking about that show. Best show, great show.
Great show.
We're
Blew
gonna
the
talk
other
about
shows
that
of
show.
Smithereens.
Other shows, not so great. This show, great. So we're going to talk about that if my mic doesn't break itself, and then we'll find out what's going on with the boys and see where we end up.
I
So
love that.
with that said, let's get right into nothing yet, because thank you for your support, everybody out there. You can go to our website, revivemotoring.com, where you can sign up for the B4B. What is B4B, you ask? Well, we will fill you in a little bit later on exactly what that is and how we somehow managed to keep the lights on just barely in this place. As you see, we got mics falling down.
I'm not telling.
We're drinking our own water. I mean,
Steve Weiser's.
just,
At least it's your own water.
that's true. And by water, I mean our own piss.
Technically not.
So
We need to buy a lifetime supply of water.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. The apocalypse needs to happen now. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
trying to get through this.
It's not even potable.
No.
It's there. It's there. We'll drink it till it's gone.
I can taste the minerals.
So you can go to our website, sign up for the B4B, and like I said, we'll talk a bit more about that. Let's see. Bandit shirts are all ordered. I'm just waiting for those to arrive. As soon as those arrive, we'll start shipping those, and then I think next week we're going to get lined up to pick the actual winner of the Bandit cooler that we have over there. So going to fill that with a bunch of stuff. We'll pick the winner for that. We'll do that on the show, so you can tune in next week. That's all I have. So
Wait, so hold on.
yeah.
So we have 2 giveaways next week.
2 giveaways next
We
week.
have 2 giveaways.
The regular, the standard B
So
for
the
B.
B for B.
People
and
better
then the
start
cooler.
donating. We got 2 giveaways.
Oh yeah, I need the numbers.
Yeah.
2 giveaways next week.
2 giveaways. We get 1 toilet flush each at the show. We got 2 giveaways next week.
We're giving away 2 things next week.
We're
I
gonna
had to
start
go.
running-
I had to go drive home to pee.
Yeah, we're gonna start running out of things, dude. I keep on refilling these Steve watches every episode.
I have to wipe my anus with the nearest leaf. Yet we're gonna give away 2 things.
Yeah, we got a bunch of like real estate brochures in the bathroom. This free town newspapers.
These old
and stuff.
auto traders.
I'm
are just-
rebuilding my chair prior to the show.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
You were
it's
lubing
getting
it up.
crazy in here.
You were.
We're gonna give it away though. Hey,
Give it away.
you know what? For you guys,
Give
Say
you
anything.
God bless. 15
For
psi,
you guys,
baby.
anything.
Yep.
15 psi.
We'll do whatever, we'll do whatever it takes, I guess. With that said,
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
callbacks.
All right, let me start with my apologies tour. I was sorry to miss Unity, but I heard it was a great show from a ton of people. We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
Most certainly.
I was going to go, but Mother Nature said, absolutely not.
Yeah. well, So you and I had planned on going.
We had, like fucking idiots, we pre-bought tickets to King Richard's Fair because Jordan saved us $10.
He did. Hey, shout out to Jordan. You don't make 15 psi, but you save the $10.
Yeah, like, may God help you in your quest. So, like idiots, we bought pre-tickets to King Richard's Fair, which you don't do. Just buy them that morning on the way to King Richard's Fair.
But you know why I pre-bought them this year?
Because I saved $10.
No. Yeah, it was nice, but last year the line was so long to buy tickets, and I saw all these people just moseying their way in. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude.
fuck, how did I do that?
Like pimps.
You should know that all you have to do is wear a safety vest or carry a ladder.
Yeah, I don't
No
think
one
it's
there
gonna
wears
work there.
safety vest or carries ladders.
Yeah, you're gonna get carried out if you try that shit. Those guys are serious.
I was curious.
That color on the Pantone guide didn't exist during the Renaissance period.
Dude, so
that's-
King
that's
Richard's
right.
Fair. So we're looking the night before, and it's gonna be a storm. And they're like, "Hey, no refunds, rain or shine." I'm like, wow, you know what's gonna suck? King Richard's Fair in the rain.
Pure mud.
Wake up the next morning. Due to extreme weather on King Richard's Fair website, they're closed.
Yeah.
And it said, await an email from King Richard. All right.
Well, it's nice to know the king emails
Next
people.
day comes, King Richard never called. I'll tell you what I cannot do. I can't cancel King Richard's Fair on the kids. Sorry.
Yeah.
King Richard's Fair takes precedent above basically everything in our life. So we go to the fair on Sunday with our tickets from Saturday, and they just let us walk. All right. I mean, didn't even care.
She scans the ticket, and she's like, this is for the wrong day and the wrong time. I'm like, you were closed yesterday. Oh, yeah, come on in.
Yeah.
like-
Same for me.
Now I'm wondering, do I even need a ticket?
You might not. We might be able to use those tickets next year.
Just keep them. Scan it. Wrong day, wrong time. I know, but
You
hey.
were closed on that day.
Yeah, I could make it.
So I'll tell you what, King Richard's Fair was a riot. Being a cloak owner now, I don't want to give away too many secrets, but you can take anything you want in King Richard's Fair.
A cloak or a baby stroller? I mean, you
Yeah,
could
dude,
bring Thanksgiving dinner.
Load them up. I'm sneaking the kids pretzels. You know what I mean? They're coming up to me. I'm just distributing pretzels out of my cloak. My kids,
To be clear.
my kids, and my nephews, and all the other tons of nieces and nephews there. I took in a 7 stars roast beef sandwich. I mean, we're talking. The thing is, I was going to bring 2 Jersey Mike's large subs, which is what my pockets were custom designed for, as I've
yeah.
spoken about in the podcast.
Yeah.
We get 2 Jersey Mike's large subs Friday night. It's Saturday. Went out of the King Richard's. Subs are coming out. Subs didn't make it, you know? So that was not great. Nick Pazar in the chat. K was pissed. Unfortunately, you know, blacklisted from Unity. They changed him to Unity except Chuck. I get it. I'll take that punishment because I had to bring the kids to King Richard's Fair. To be honest, you guys should have come. You should have had Unity at King Richard's Fair.
I mean, King Richard's Fair rocked. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, and we agreed. If you don't dress up, you're a nerd.
Oh, dude.
You're not.
Such a loser.
Such a loser, dude.
Also, spoiler alert, you don't need to go to the cleavage contest to be a part of the cleavage contest.
It's true. It's a little.
It's every day, baby.
Okay. They just let it go. They just let
little
it rip.
inside info.
Let it rip.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, dude. I believe you rented a costume again.
Dude, I was
Got
Sir,
totally wrecked.
I was Sir Nigel.
Sir Nige, dude.
Wait, does your costume come with a name?
Yeah, every costume has a name, dude. Obviously.
okay.
Don't be a loser.
I went in there. I was like, listen, I need you to drape me up. And the girl was like, all right, what are you thinking? I'm like, well, I was the alchemist last year.
Which was a great costume, classic
And
costume.
I was like, big fan of it. Don't want to do it again. And I was like, I don't want anything with a hat this year. And she's like, okay. She like gets out this executioner costume. I mean,
Wait. So you said nothing with a hat, but it had a hood?
No.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't have a hood yet.
Okay.
And she's like, "What about this thing?" And she pulls this like executioner costume off the thing, and like, Josh, you would have been swimming in it. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna fit.
That leather adjusts, Daddy.
Wait, it was leather? Oh my god, dude.
That's
Oh
fine
my God.
because Sir Nigel was actually a full like suede jacket, like
Okay.
Zorro style.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Dude, I brought a 7.5-foot wizard sword staff.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so big, it hardly fit in the Lexus. It was like dead down the center, the whole thing. And the amount of love I got for that, it's unbelievable. It was like I got it from an undisclosed location, and it had like a knotted fucking wood thing at the end, like a root ball.
Yeah.
It was sick, dude. And I had
Yeah.
people be like, yo, you bring that thing in here? You buy it. And I was like, I found it. And they're like, you save yourself $120, my man. They're selling those right over there for $120. Not this big, buddy.
But you say it's 7 feet. Did you measure it from the base or?
Yeah, way behind the base.
Yeah.
Right, you got.
I'll tell you what, the ferries were loving it. You know,
Yeah.
You go as far back as your hand can reach, and then, that's where you start.
from the lower back. It was quite the stick, quite the wizard stick, and they loved it, dude.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Francis Thoreau, what's up with the cans in the middle? Those are
the
Steve Weisers.
Yeah, Steve
Yeah.
Weisers.
Those are a
baby.
custom blend of minerals and water
Mostly
that we
minerals,
made and can't sell.
perhaps some stones.
Legally not allowed to
So,
sell.
so we were supposed to go to King Richard on Saturday.
Yep.
Obviously, it got rained out, and I was like, maybe it's raining up there, but like it looks just a little shitty here at my house. If I get a break, like I'm gonna see if I can blast up because I know Unity was doing the day before stuff at the brewery. It'd be cool. It'd be a great drive up there, hang out, dude. It poured at my house all day long.
Oh,
I'm just not leaving.
From my house from 12:30 onwards, it was just a tsunami. Unbelievable.
It was nice in Somerville, and I still second guessed whether or not I wanted to leave the house. So
Yeah.
maybe it was just a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was awful all day.
It's that kind of day, dude.
But like the flip side to it is my house also didn't look like it was just covered in suitcase stuff because I finally get to like
Yeah, unload,
clean
baby.
up after like
Yeah.
being away for a month. It was like, all right, let's like do laundry, put the suitcases away, like unpack. Like it was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
Also on the same thing, kind of the same kind of topic. Katie Designs has done it again in anticipation for my drive to Unity that didn't happen. A few days before, I brought my beat to KD and said I need a subwoofer in this thing, and he has somehow beaten physics and all the odds and put a subwoofer behind the passenger seat. Rest in peace, passenger. Dude, the thing pumps even with the top down on the highway. The funny thing is, I brought it back, and I was like, this is unbelievable. I'm probably not going to drive this thing again this season. Glad I dumped all that money into it to not go. So, dude, the thing slaps. That's exactly what you need. You really need a big subwoofer in a car with like maybe 20 square feet of space in it.
There you go.
So, got that going.
little-
Shouts to Katie.
If you know, you know.
If you know, buddy.
I'm into the ice. I think I'm going to ice up the R32.
Dude, I'll tell you, I got that 12 in the Lex.
Mm-hmm. It's the underseat 12, right? Or no, you got the big 12. All right,
is-
right.
oh,
that's the
no,
back
no,
one.
Lexus. Get the big boy.
This is a big boy. This
Yeah.
12 is going to a 15 as soon as we can. There's so much low you don't hear without a 12. I had an 8. I had a 10 in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it slapped pretty hard. 12 though, next level. So I'd imagine a 15.
The 15 is really
big
going to put you
upgrade.
over the top.
Yeah,
I think that's this winter. I was telling you, this winter's upgrades. It's gonna be actually just dropping off the car next door, and having Kyle,
Massage it.
upgraded appropriately.
yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely excited. I will say, shows like Unity, the Low Show, Roots, all these like Volkswagen centric shows now are giving me major FOMO that I like own a Volkswagen and I'm not taking anything. I also can't; it's broken. But like, just to be clear,
Classic Volkswagen
I'm
feelings.
not taking it to anything. I can't take it to anything. But now it's being like, maybe I just fix it, and drive it.
Well, I mean, how many Volkswagens do you own currently?
One.
One. Okay. The way that you get to drive a Volkswagen all the time is by owning at least 2.
Yeah, that's not enough
so you just
Volkswagen.
need
I
to buy
own
another
4
one.
cars, so I it's like
You
I-
own 4 all different cars.
At
That's
that
right.
point, what's a fifth car?
That's
Yeah.
on you.
yeah.
a 5th car. It's more money.
It's
what I,
I go
it's
Raptor.
20% more car.
yeah.
Right. You need
Not
real-
gonna lie, you should probably go Raptor.
something
on the
really out of the range of what you have. You have one 4-door car, but you have a lot of 2-door coupe cars.
Yeah, a big hatch / coupe guy, big
Yeah.
two-door guy.
Nick Pazar wants another future about the R32 and Josh's President's Volkswagen G2Gs.
Presence at VW G2Gs. Well, that just comes down to schedule. That's very difficult for me these days. I wanted to go to both King Richard's Fair and Unity this weekend, but had some family stuff pop up.
I mean, I have a Unity 3-finger ring. I got to find that, actually. I gave it to my
true.
daughter because I ordered it when they were announcing it the first time.
Right.
Ordered it on the show, and it came 10 months later.
Really?
Yeah. Etsy was
On the ball with that one.
not really on the ball. Yeah. It's iced out, too. It looks very nice.
Future R32 plans. I was actually thinking about that past couple days.
Turbo.
I need to sort out one of my wheels because it is rather bent.
Yeah, the trick to wheels is making them round.
Yeah. One of them is a bit wobbly, bit oblonged. Matter of fact, we have some footage of the GoPro, and the position that the GoPro was positioned in is rear quarter, about wheel height, facing forward as we're going around the track. And I'm looking at it going, oh my God, that wheel's really bent. No wonder why I could feel it. So on the trip, I would say about halfway through the trip, I'm like, man, this thing's really vibrating a lot. Like,
Yeah.
not so much at, let's say, 65 to 70, but really bad at like 60 and then really bad at like 80. So basically any of the mile per hours you actually want to travel. So that was that. But I got to get that wheel straightened out. So I'm going to do that this winter. That's priority number one. I don't know after that. I think I want to figure out. I think the birds are going to come off. Birds will come off, but I think more pinstripe and gold accent stuff will be applied.
You gonna AutoZone this thing? What are we doing?
No, it'll be painted.
Oh, okay.
Rhinestones.
Yeah, actual like painted pinstripe stuff like that.
Ooh, I got a pinstripe guy.
I mean, although KD knocked it out of the park with the AutoZone
Yeah, he can paint them,
pinstripe.
too.
It's funny. I bought him paint because I thought that's what he meant the first time.
Get the
I'm not even kidding. I have
could
gold
probably
paint
do it.
over there. He's like, no, man, I meant the vinyl. I'm like, dude, I don't know. I know no bounds with you.
Yeah.
You could fucking.
It's like I haven't done that in like 10 years. Maybe do vinyl.
Yeah.
Just trace the vinyl. You could do the paint, make it permanente. Just a little
right,
higher.
just do a line,
Yeah.
just
Boom.
right above it.
You'll
Keep it
line right
going.
on top of it and then peel it, kind of like
yeah.
a mask.
Yep, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe put another line on. Yeah. Ooh.
No,
Little
so
DIY. I love that.
there's a couple people locally who can do it that I would be down to do that this winter. The problem is that I think I'm going to run into is the hood was sprayed black so terribly that more paint came off on the trip. Happens. However, I think once I remove that bird, I'm just going to end up with a blue shaped bird on the black
you
hood.
might want to do
You
that.
then why you hold on?
Hold on. Here we
If
go.
you knew you wanted to
Pinstripe it
remove
blue.
it, why didn't you just remove it right away? Because you knew as that sits on there, it's gonna bond more and more to the surface.
Well, no, I just thought I didn't know I was going to remove it until
okay.
yeah. I've only really thought about that the past couple of days
Pinstripe it blue. Tie it in. Boom.
because
That's just
I
a
honestly,
sacrifice to the Coors gods.
honestly thought like maybe I leave it till dust off,
There you go.
but
There we
I
go.
don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it kind of shakes out. But that hood will need to be, either resprayed or I'll need to find another BMP hood for sure.
Little round.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is an R32 hood different than any Mark IV hood?
Nope.
Oh, that's good.
Nope.
Love
That's
that.
good.
Nope. Fenders.
Phil's
hood.
right. It's patina. It's fine.
Well, I mean BMP. So
That's race history, actually.
Is it
It's on
20th?
20th and 20ths and R32s. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So those
Yeah,
are super
check it.
common cars.
Too bad I don't know
Yeah,
where.
check the junkyard, dude.
Too bad I don't know where Stairs' car went.
Pick and pull and Johnson.
Yeah.
I could pull apart that whole thing. And I don't know if it's going to be in the cards at all. I really want another CAE shifted car, and I think this would be the perfect candidate for it.
Yeah.
How many shifts did you make on your last CA shifted card?
I would say 50.
You think you did 50?
Yeah, because I took it out a couple times when me
That's
and Noah
true.
were trying to figure out what the hell that issue was.
But those 50 shifts.
Wonderful.
No
Magical.
It's
sold me every time.
Absolute
Literally.
percussive beauty.
It's just precision.
Do it.
Oh my God, it's the most satisfying thing ever.
Matt Wood, I just get any Mark IV hood and you can get it sprayed. Matt Wood, stop making sense. This is the chat room.
Yeah.
So if
and
you
it
could go
might
ahead and
be
change your
cheaper
attitude,
might be
that'd be
cheaper to
huge.
find a hood
Nope.
that's BMP to match. Because if I get it sprayed, it's going to look way too nice.
That actually is
the
true.
rest of the car is not
Yeah,
going to
that
be that
would.
nice. So,
And you definitely can't blend it because you're going to have pinstripes.
correct. Exactly.
So you should definitely pinstripe it first, then pull the bird off. I'd say pinstripe it, whatever the color of the hood is. Isn't it blue?
Under the hood is blue.
Yeah, dude. Boom.
Yeah.
Under
Tie it in.
that, red.
right.
Under that, silver. Under
It's
that,
like
primer.
my GTR, dude.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's been every color of the Mark IV R32 Rainbow.
Reflex silver.
Somehow under the roof, those chips on the roof that are missing is white. That doesn't make any sense. I think that's the actual primer.
Yeah, I
but-
think that might have been actually primer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been on the shiny side a couple times, you know? Who
I'd
knows?
really,
That's not our plans, guys.
I really want to get the roof. It'd be really cool to paint the roof. I have a really cool idea for that, but
You could probably put one of them screaming chickens up there.
could.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Quickly, I always miss someone on this, but I do those top secret private track days. I got one coming up in October, the 14th. Hit me up on Instagram. You do need track experience and to not be a total fucking idiot. So that's all.
What if I just arrive with tenacity?
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Someone arrived with tenacity last
Wait,
time.
Yeah.
I have
A set
I have
of tires,
gusto.
Yeah, a tank of gas and a real go-getter attitude.
Tenacity can get you pretty far. Pretty deep into the wall.
Pretty deep into the woods.
Yeah, dude. That's amazing.
Well, really, college try.
Yeah.
Now, Matt, you're 100% welcome. Circle track experience is definitely way more
I
dangerous than this.
I mean, couldn't be any worse than what we watched on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
I
dude.
just
We'll
The
get
guy was on a
That is
public
true.
road.
yeah.
I mean, I have track experience. I had obtained track experience on a secret mission with Josh recently.
That's right.
And
That is true. That's very true.
Yeah. So with that said, I have more track experience than somebody who's driving a Porsche Boxster at comical speeds.
Yeah.
On public roads.
On Maryland roads.
You could say you've many laps under your belt at Shenandoah.
You guys got to stop getting into my fucking deep thought, all
Oh,
right?
sorry,
Jesus,
sorry.
taking this thing to pieces.
I mean, it's
unbelievable.
such a oh my god.
What else I got going on?
I got to throw this in there quick
ahead.
because we don't do the video thing often anymore, the YouTubes anymore.
Mhm.
So I just kind of, when I watch one that's actually noteworthy, Larry Chen did a video about this guy who makes surfboards,
Yep.
but now makes carbon body 2002s.
Yep.
Ow, this is
Was it not freakishly boring?
No.
Holy shit. Larry's got it, baby.
Love Larry Chen, right? But
I love
sometimes
Larry
his
Chen so
videos
much
are
I just can't get through the videos.
it's too much. Dude, this guy
yeah?
builds surfboards, now builds carbon body 2002s.
What is the
I love
tie-in? Is it just what is the tie-in? How does
Dude, I think because you can.
They're both,
I don't know.
They're both that stable at speed, you know?
he just really wanted to be able to afford a California house.
Yeah.
Boom.
fair? Yeah.
Dude, unbelievable.
I can't imagine. I'm getting all chumped up just thinking about carbon body 2002s.
It's also
Surfboards, right? Surfboards require a lacquer, right? You got to spread the
A
lacquer.
bit of a lacquer, yeah.
And what are those usually?
Lacquer, I hardly know her.
carbon fiber.
Oh, okay. So maybe he just started working with the material
Yeah.
then. Okay. And
Oh,
So-
same.
Yeah, a couple beers, he got too deep, ended up
Right.
making a
Yeah.
2002.
turns out made a car.
Yeah, it turns out
That's how
made
I
a car.
ended up
He had the gusto, same spirit that Brian has on
Unbelievable
track.
cars, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
sounds
God.
amazing. I'm watching that.
Like,
Yeah, that's
Big shout out to Larry Chen.
it's called 1,800 pound carbon fiber BMW 2002.
You know, it's funny.
Built
little-
by a surfboard
a
manufacturer.
little heavy for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
prefer my cars under 1,800
It
pounds.
did cross my mind. Hey, I need a hood. I want to bring back carbon fiber. Let me look at one for the Mark IV. Turns out they're way more expensive than I thought. But
Just
do
do
we
it.
do we want to bring carbon fiber back?
I can just get you a wrap.
Has
You
it
put-
gone? Has carbon fiber gone away?
I think
got a car-
I don't
I
know.
got a car-
My
I don't know.
Honda, my Civic's got like 3 different carbon
Yeah,
fiber.
everything's
does,
got carbon
it
fiber
does.
all over the fucking place.
I came across a drag prepped Mark 7 at Unity over the weekend, and he had a carbon hood and hatch.
Carbon
Oh, really?
fibre?
Yeah.
What's the
So
company
it's
name?
not gone entirely. It's just that
Cybon?
Cybon.
Cybon.
Yes.
Drag show.
I'm
Carbon
into
hood,
the
let's
I'm
go.
into dry carbon. Matter of fact,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Norton, one of the coolest fucking hoods I've ever seen. The one he's got at his house.
Did you see what he put up on his Instagram?
I did.
Why don't you grab it?
It's for a Mark II.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Same car.
Make it fit.
Just
It's a
make it a
goal.
little
I-
wider.
It's a
I
goal.
think
Bend
I
it.
think carbon's making its way back.
That's what I'm saying.
Phil,
That's what I
can you
mean.
get
It's like
that?
I'm into it. I want to bring it back.
Josh, you're gonna Bozer the hood, buddy.
Oh God, I can't do
Bozer.
it. That is one thing I never got into.
Hit him
Well,
with the
you're
Bose.
gonna have
Or
to
minimal bows. Like
Yeah,
you need
Phil said it.
a little bit of bows, a little bit of bows. Fill in that you can fill in the because
A lot of Bose.
even my red GTI, I had the obviously when you get rid of the grill, there's a notch, right? I had the notch filled and cleaned and all that sort of stuff. So I like that. A little bit of bows.
Filling notches, that's your thing?
Filling notches. Love it.
Oh,
Let's
I like
go.
the droopy face. You know,
You like the
deep
the
bows
big,
that-
oh my God, the big like European,
Yeah.
like just belongs on the cover of Max Power in a ruby or bright blue color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love like the bolted in hood fills.
Oh,
that were
those are
never
perfect.
fixed.
Those
Just
are
a-
perfect. Yeah, just leave them. Cars, the car's, I don't know, bright red,
got
but
the
it's just
paint
this
from
black
AutoZone.
piece. Love that.
It's close. Blended it myself.
Yeah, so anyway, people should check out the video.
Yeah.
Let's put
It
eyes
was-
on that
it
thing.
was a hitter.
I'm going to put eyes on it.
We got to bring, I'm all for bringing back the neons, which those are never really went away, but still bring them back heavier and carbon
Like the
fiber.
cars?
No. Those can stay where they are.
No, I think you should bring back the neon. And as a previous neon owner, the top spec neon nonetheless. And living in the
SRT4
neon,
never
the
lose.
SRT4 headquarters of the world, I think you should probably get another one. That New Bedford monsters.
If I had if I was super liquid and could just buy whatever, I would 100%.
Dude, you had a salad. You're going to be
Yeah, you're probably liquid right now, dude.
I'd be liquid in a
You
minute.
might melt away.
Yeah, I would add one to the stable, if you will, if I got bored with the rest of the stuff.
yeah, dude.
Uh,
Front wheel drive king. Just get
I
the
mean, one of
forearms up.
just one of the most, literally, if I don't know if there's good videos of some out there, but it
the answer
like
is no.
just wild ass car from the factory. Because what it was
Hey,
just like, this
it's
doesn't even make
Dodge.
sense. It really was
It's
like
Dodge, dude. That
they
was
were
just
on
a-
cocaine
that was-
decades ago.
that was the beginning of the
that
habit.
was Dodge's front-wheel drive iteration of what the fuck is traction?
Right, just we're gonna make this thing
It
stupid
literally
loud.
led to Hellcats.
It
Yeah.
really did. Yeah, whoever
It's like how
designed that,
Harambe led to the fall of Western civilization.
or just the end of time.
like the neon led to the craziness of Dodge.
I was going to say,
it was-
a tadpole turns into a frog.
Yeah,
That's
It's like
right.
the neon
Exactly.
was the tadpole.
yeah, dude, for sure.
And then like the
They just
last
swimming around there
iteration was the
innocently.
bullfrog.
Right.
It was
the
the
last
cheapest
generation
way to
is the
understeer.
Demon 170.
No, the last one turned on the people living at the center of the earth.
Yeah. Brian, are you from the Boston area?
So I spent my my high school years in a town near Worcester
Okay.
called Shrewsbury. Which
So
is-
you probably saw some neons out that way as well.
Oh, good lord. Okay, so there was a time when I was like 20, 21. I had a roommate who was like, I want to buy a car with a manual. And I was like, let's use this as an excuse to test drive an SRT4.
Oh,
And
that's what I'm talking
This was
about.
like 2006, 2007. And she was much more pragmatic than I am. But we test drove two of them back to back, and neither of them would hold traction into third gear.
Absolutely not.
So-
That's exactly
yeah.
right. Almost undrivable in the rain, or
Oh.
it could be undrivable in the rain.
Genuinely awful, but in a really fun way.
Everyone with them
Yeah.
never put real tires on them either.
No,
I should
no.
imagine you put
What's the
decent
point?
tires on these things. They're probably okay, or not.
And the
I
thing
don't
is,
know.
even the shifting was rewarding too.
Just the blow off valve on the turbo.
All right,
so
good
above
news.
no matter
So
what.
good.
We got one in Washington State.
Let's go.
It's got 227,000 miles on it.
Just broken
Broken
in.
It's just $9
which,
grand.
which I'm going to be honest, is mind blowing that it has that many miles.
This one
on it.
here is in Illinois, much closer.
Illy.
It's got 90,000 miles on it for 13.5. I'm thinking it's a good deal.
13.5
I
ain't
think we're going
bad,
to Illinois
but
in a couple weeks. Let's pop out
to be
there.
honest, you know what? We often do this.
Pristine interior, AAM cold air intake.
We often do this and go like, "Oh no, that's not a $275,000 driving experience. $13,000 driving experience,
Definitely.
100%. That matter of fact, you're getting a fucking bargain."
It's goddamn bargain.
100%, dude. Also, the interiors of them were incredible. The crank windows in the
Oh,
back with the power in the front.
You know what the nice thing is? No one would know what it is anymore.
Not a clue.
And considering they're slower than basically every compact car that exists now,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be helpful, but it sound cool.
It would sound.
What do they have for
grumbly.
horsepower? That
I
was
was
like
just gonna look it
cripplingly
up.
fast back then.
It was, I want to say it was low threes. In all seriousness, like for its era, it was really impressive. But
Low
it was
threes.
just like you could show up in a WRX with like 2/3 of that and then actually exit an intersection when you took your foot off the clutch.
2.4 liter 16 valve. Which, I mean,
230.
I made up numbers, guys.
yeah,
I
low
made them up.
threes. The butt
Yeah.
dyno.
Pristine
I mean-
until you sneeze. The dash explodes and the steering column multi-switch catches fire from Carman Cam.
Listen,
Never happened to
all
me.
Minor things to
Inconveniences.
tackle.
Minor
We can
details,
deal
yeah.
with that.
But like if you threw me the keys to one of those right now, I would have the craziest time in it.
Oh, it'd be wonderful.
100%. It would be like, it'd be mostly nostalgia.
I would go down to the Ave immediately.
Dude,
Just start
here's
taking
one.
slips, dude.
Here's one for sale in California for $4,000. It's got 174,000 miles on it. It has a Hearst shifter.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Dude, it's got a Hearst shifter.
I mean,
Is
you
it
can
in
skip-
Topanga?
You
It's
can
in Pleasant Hill, California.
That sounds close. I'm gonna be on a hill.
skip
like
the
a
flight
nice
back,
place.
drive it back.
Drive her home.
Let's see. Pleasant Hill, California. Where are you? Let me look at you on a map.
Put eyes on that thing. What are we talking about? California's not that big.
Oh,
If you're
dude,
going,
it is north of San Francisco.
All right, so it's just like a 2-hour drive.
Actually, yeah, it's farther than that.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
You could just have that guy in the Boxster give you a ride.
Oh, dude, he'd
You'll
bring
be
me
there
out
in no time. You also won't be alive, but you'll be there.
I'll be at the pearly fucking gates with that guy, dude. What else? I got in the garage. The brakes on my goddamn M Cooper rubbing a bit, and it has track pads on it. So under 20 miles an hour, it goes beep 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 every time you drive. So I'm gonna rebuild them. I decided
Yeah.
because a new caliper is now $1,600. Last time I did it, a caliper was $200. And then the company that makes them, ATE, they will sell you new ATE ones for $160, but they don't have the M logo on them.
What about you get a little Dremel and scribe it in there yourself?
Dude, I thought about it.
Yeah.
To be honest, but honestly, to rebuild them's $13 worth of parts.
Yeah.
so-
I was gonna say Kyle could put him in his laser thing.
Oh, the laser lads?
Mhm.
Maybe.
Laser lights. There you go. Blast out the little M logo on there.
But I popped those things off. The dust boots were clapped, like blasted through. So I'm gonna media blast them. I got some. Hey, you guys might know about this media blasting, and not us, but the guys that listen to this. I'm just gonna raw dog this thing out in the woods or something. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I don't have a.
you
I don't
could
have
do
a.
that.
I don't have a booth.
We used to do
I
that.
figured you would just turn on the subwoofer in your K car.
Oh, just leave it back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I got aluminum oxide and I got a sandblaster thing. It's just gonna. See
I
you
was
later.
gonna
Another thing
say,
I wanted to grab, and I talked to Mr. Whipple about this.
Yeah.
He's got a tiny. He got a Harbor Freight. Like,
Yeah.
a little tiny like
Ultrasonic cleaner.
ultrasonic cleaner.
Mm.
Caliper would fit in that, no problem.
Yeah, but ultrasonic cleaner is not going to take the rust off.
Yeah, well, it'll fucking just be away. It's gonna be a raw metal piece when it comes out. It's gonna rust immediately.
You sure? I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, you threw rusty bolts in, comes out perfect.
Really?
I mean, they come up just the same color.
I mean, I'll grab it. I'll return all the shit.
Yeah.
You could use at the old bicycle shop that we had. You could use a trash bin.
Yeah, I mean, Nick
Blast it
Pazar
in
just
there.
said get a cardboard box.
Yeah.
You know what? I got one.
There you go.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blast the shit out of this thing. See what happens. I'm just blasting the outside. Was it the one I got reman back in the day? They didn't coat with anything, and it just immediately rusted. So we're gonna unrust that thing, put it back together, paint those babies black. Bango.
Perfect.
That's building a race car. Paint it black, put it back.
Exactly. We're back. I'm gonna flock them so they burn off. So, anyways, that's getting done. I mentioned I'm going to Malibu tomorrow morning. That's gonna be great. Gonna be a blast. I'm renting from Sixt. We're gonna see if it works.
Let me know how it
Ooh.
goes.
They
This
said
is
they
the
gave me a
first
7
time?
series, and it wasn't crazy money. So
A 7 series.
the problem is LAX is a nightmare.
Yeah.
If anyone's ever gone, it's the worst.
Don't go. That's the best advice.
That's usually what I
Yeah.
do.
Fly into somewhere else and then just don't be at
Dude,
LAX.
Long Beach is like the coolest place to fly into. I think it's Long Beach,
LBC.
The one that's like outdoors.
the one that's like an outdoor airport.
Yeah.
It's
What are
sick.
Is it called Long Beach or is it the one that's called like Wayne? John Wayne.
That's Orange County, I think, John
Oh.
Wayne. I think Long Beach is one of the beaches.
Mm.
I asked the lady at the rental thing, what do you do when it rains here? She's like, I don't know. All right.
To not know is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that didn't make any sense. What else do I got? Young Ben update.
Oh my
way.
God.
Young Ben texted me asking me what's up with my GTR. When's it going to be done?
He asked you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And I read, listen, buddy, the status is no status. Let's keep
He
it
might
there.
have still been here when you dropped it off.
He definitely was. And his buddy's been building a twin turbo Camaro, which is definitely a super
Still?
good thing for Young Ben's friend to have, and it's done.
Oh, it's done now.
So they were going for a ride in it last night. So I'm
Did you
hopefully
say your goodbyes to him?
hopefully I'll get another Young Ben update via text.
There, you know what? I know exactly what was happening. He wanted to go for pinks. His buddy was just out there ready to prowl.
Probably, dude. He'd probably win too. I mean, right now he would. I can't get anything going.
You know the
here.
things on snow tires, like
I'm gonna ask him. You survived
The test run?
The test and tune.
ride.
yeah.
There we go. Send that out there into the universe.
Mm.
I hope so. By the way, Put that out there. So yeah, young Ben is doing all right. Texting. He's still Benny the Butcher.
Yep. Which is good.
Yeah, we might have to have. I think if we have him on for another update, it won't be as sad as the last one.
The last one was tough.
We'll just
I mean,
cut
there's
him in
only
for-
one place to
cut him
go
in
up.
for 15 minutes, and get him out of here.
There's only one place he can go from where he was there last time. So
Yeah, dude. Rock fucking bottom. That was a bad
that
one.
that was rough.
That was a bad one. I don't
It
know
was
if
a rough
you've seen
day.
it. We'll find out. Anybody have any other things before this beautiful deep thought?
What do I have? I don't know. I don't really have too much. I haven't had too much car time. You know, I'm trying to get maybe this weekend put some miles on the old girl.
Yeah,
Yep.
see how she's going.
I'm
old
trying.
girl.
I'm trying to actually because this weekend I don't know what my wife's schedule is. Saturday is Stairs' Cars and Coffee thing in Middleborough.
Oh,
So I
what
was-
time?
I think it's like 8-ish, something like that.
Ooh,
So
give,
I'm
give
gonna-
clear
Wait.
details. We want more people at these.
AM or
okay.
PM?
AM.
Yeah, that's when you have
Oh,
both
I'm an
cars
AM
and
guy.
coffee. Yeah.
I'm an
8
AM.
a.m. Cars and Coffee in Middleborough.
Hold on.
Yeah. Get some more detail on that.
Middleborough.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we,
go to
we
that.
want to hype these guys
Taxi
up.
I'm definitely
gonna
They're,
go to
they're
that.
doing good stuff.
Middleborough? How do I get there?
You just go to the place in Mass you never go.
Yeah, so first you get on a road.
Yeah.
Middleborough Cars and Coffee
Mm-hmm.
at the Middleborough Town Hall parking lot.
This is happening at
Saturday.
the town hall.
These guys get along with the
Saturday,
town.
9, whatever the date is, 9:28,
9:28.
8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Wow, love that. Early risers.
Shouts.
Wow, big fan. Okay, wow. Look at this.
There's a killer.
Middleborough.
There's an absolutely
Are you serious
killer-
about going or what?
Yes, I got to figure out because what I need to logistically figure out is most likely my daughter will go. So I need to either bring my car home Friday night so it's easier so I don't have to get her up at like 6 to then drive here to go get the car, then drive and do all that. So that's what I got to sort
Do
through.
we think we could get Cardinal Creative Agency to put like prop bets on the Revival website and they can bet on if we go to stuff? Could be a huge moneymaker to
No,
us.
I'm just because
I fucking
if you're
bet
actually
the
gonna
under,
go,
dude.
Daft Kings.
I'll meet up with you. Yeah, I can meet up with you. If not, I'll just blast.
Yeah,
put
no,
it in
no.
my maps.
I will let you know.
Yeah, let me know.
As soon as I figure out my wife's schedule, then I'll know for sure.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
You
Car's
hear that,
clean.
Tanya?
Yeah.
You gotta get this man a schedule.
It's
He needs
not
it
even-
published.
No, she already has, and I'm sure it's on the calendar. I'm just not looking.
You hear that, Tanya? He's gonna look.
I gotta look.
He's gonna do his part.
I gotta
You gotta
check
take
that
care
out.
of this.
I know she worked the past 3 days.
Daddy's taking care of it.
Brian, will you be there?
You know what? After this conversation, I feel obligated to be there, and I will,
That's our
when I'm
goal.
there, choose to have a good time.
There we go.
Lovely. One of the best little coffee shops, just a mere, 20 yards away, a little walk. You can shuffle your bodies on over there. Some great coffee. They got little treats and muffins and whatnot. So it's good time. It's a good time.
All
Love
right,
that.
Sweet. All right, I hope to see some people there because I will actually be there. What does the weather look like?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful!
Yep.
Look at
Just
this.
clear, crisp,
It's gonna be a good day.
clear, crisp.
It's gonna be a good
morning.
day.
Love a good day.
Mm-hmm. Shit, was there something else I was going to say?
Let's get.
I can't remember. I think that was it. Oh, I don't know what's going on with our rally yet. I don't know. I think we're kind of up against it with a handful of different things.
Late night, late season.
So we might even have to hold it off till like spring,
Oh,
something like that.
Spring. Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't know if it's going to logistically be possible to do what we wanted to do. We could have something very, very small, and do that. And maybe we'll put that info out there, but super like last minute, hey, here's what we're going to do. And that's that.
Well, have we spoken to any of the people about a potential spring? Because that really put us ahead of the ball for some actual planning.
So,
yeah, we'd be deeply
so
ahead of the ball.
didn't mention the spring thing today. I'm basically closing the loop with everybody to let them know, hey, we can't swing the current plan we had. We can't make work.
God damn you, leaf peepers.
However, spring brings more problems because spring means a lot more things to take into account for everybody else. Once it's spring and it's nice enough for
Now
that.
we set our date. Everybody has to set it around us.
That's right. If we can lock in spring, you said it now. What are we? We're
First
6
date.
months out, 7 months out.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
somebody just start throwing darts at a calendar. Let's see where it lands.
Well, we know
What
it can't
day's
be-
dust off?
Yeah, just
I was
end
gonna
it
say
at
we
dust
know
off.
it can't be dust off, right?
Oh, I was gonna say we should do it.
Well, it's
that
dust
day.
off Saturday, Sunday.
It's always a Sunday.
It's always Sunday.
So let's do
Sunday.
it. Let's do it and end it at dust off.
Laps of Jesus is Saturday.
The lift house approach. Do a 2-day rally, end at a show.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah,
That's not a
what-
bad
what
idea.
Steal
they
that
did for
idea.
Unity.
That is not
yeah.
a bad
I know those
shout out
Loft
to
House guys.
They get a brain.
Yeah, that guy's got a brain.
That is a
over there.
really good idea.
You're welcome.
Blake,
There we are.
Anyway, problem solved.
Blake,
We have a plan.
we got a thought for you.
Yeah, Blake, call Josh.
Shouts.
We might try to swing something like that. Yeah, let me know your date as soon as you can.
Yeah, it's essential.
Yeah.
that you let us know your date.
That is that for my little housekeeping, I believe.
How about deep thought? I got a deep thought.
Mm-hmm.
Spawned by a video we watched today. Your man on the internet, Das Cayman. Guy is bananas. You guys might have seen it. It's this,
Certifiably out of his mind.
it's this guy that has a Porsche Boxster Spider, and it's about how it's like, it's you're wasting $200,000 if you don't just buy a Spider and.
Or if you do buy a GT3 RS, you're
Yeah.
just an idiot.
You're an
basically.
idiot, and it's an insane sounding car, and it shifts cool until you realize that this guy's literally on back roads clocking 129 miles an hour, like he's going 100 through neighborhoods.
Country road, take me home at speed.
Dude, absolutely.
I'm pretty
John
sure I
Denver
watched-
losing his mind.
Yeah, like all our insurances each went up while watching that.
Dude, literally, just go on to check him out, Das Cayman
Cayman,
on
yeah.
the YouTube, and just giggle. I mean, it's the most dangerous shit I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody disrespect the yellow line as hard as this guy does.
Disrespect every law-abiding citizen around them.
Dude, if anybody was walking the dog at any point, they would literally jump into the fucking bushes. Manslaughter charge, absolutely.
This was served to me on my algorithm, and
That's
I got
amazing.
maybe like a minute and 30 seconds in, maybe 2 minutes in, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I need to show this to the boys. So that's immediately what we did today was watch it. I'm like, you guys gotta watch this.
Dude, car sounds insanely
Yeah.
good. I can't believe I'm finding out about it with this guy quadrupling speed limits on back roads. Amazing.
Just the term, I think we say the term, and it's probably a little too loosely used, out of pocket.
Yeah.
This dude is out of pocket.
Dude, a little tidbit for you guys, a little surprise in there. If you watch a video where he's trying to street race his buddy in a GT4 RS, like a review.
Yeah.
There's one point, I think it's almost 11 minutes in, where he clocks a squirrel at 85 miles an hour and just turns it into pink
It
mist.
doesn't, the best way, I think Corey said it, it's like the squirrel didn't even have time to make a decision of which way it wanted
Squirrel
to go.
was gone.
It
Squirrel was
did.
in heaven.
He
He could have. I mean, and his reaction is just like, "I'm sorry, little squirrel, I'm gone."
It came out the other end cooked.
it was totally like
Dude, the squirrel definitely went through the windshield on the GT4 behind him.
his reaction.
100%
His
killed that
reaction
man.
was basically like, "Well, it's not my fucking fault. That squirrel shouldn't have been there."
And Josh
like,
was making the point that that's what he'd do to a cyclist.
that's it, right.
like,
If
see ya.
it doesn't matter, like whoever was there, whatever was there.
Dude, if you were 10 feet off the road in your yard, you'd run for cover if this car was going by. It's so fucking loud. And the
wanna be
guy's
clear.
at 9,000 RPM constantly.
The roads are beautiful.
Beautiful
Roads lovely.
I'm not gonna pretend that I wouldn't enjoy a spirited drive.
Absolutely.
right.
It'd be a respectable, not 120
The
miles an
crazy
hour.
thing
Yeah.
is, especially some of those areas, you're like, man, at 75, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
And 75's him on the brakes because there's a kid crossing the street.
At 3 digits. At 3 digits. I don't
Not
even know.
even. He's not even just like, oh, you know what? Let me dip my toe into 3 digits.
Yeah.
He's a full fucking.
The guy in the GT4
He's a
is
shift into 3 digits.
He's 30 miles an hour into 3 digits.
the guy in the GT4 is slowing him up the whole first half of the video because he's not clinically insane.
Yeah.
And then he passes him, and the GT4 is gone forever.
Listen,
Then he clocks a squirrel.
the video he makes, one thing, whatever.
God
the more
bless him.
alarming thing is the comment section.
That's
Everybody
I
loves it.
scrolled for ages. Couldn't find anyone who felt similarly.
because I happen to say this out loud. I'm like, ooh, I want to see what the comments say because my assumption was there's going to be a lot of people who are probably like-minded going, this dude's fucking crazy. You're going to kill somebody.
Dude,
what are you doing? Not a single
The
one.
disrespect for the yellow line, unbelievable.
You mean
for
what
sure.
yellow line?
And then when he passes on the double yellow, he cuts the camera, and he goes over a yellow line over a blind hump. Like, holy shit.
And the thing, like, the terrible thing, and the thing that I'm certainly not proud of is how many people are praising him in the comments.
Great driver.
This dude's a wheelman. Fucking driver, dude.
How many of those people have licenses? That's the real
So
question.
that's what we were
I
saying
don't
is
know.
they're probably all 13 years old.
There's
have
no
no
way they're of actual like adult legal
Full developed
operating.
brain?
Yeah, it just
I'm not
has-
gonna pretend
yeah.
like I haven't watched other videos of people driving similarly with the speedo blurred out,
Yeah.
and I pretend that they're not speeding.
This
Right?
dude's just literally putting evidence of himself on the internet.
I mean, we could go all the way back. What was that video in like the late 70s with some lunatic just like absolutely
Yes.
tearing around Paris?
Yeah.
And he set the standard, but at the same time, he was doing that at like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
And not in a neighborhood.
Amazing video.
This
by
is
the way.
Saturday
Absolutely
morning.
amazing video.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
However, you know, like I feel as if he were to clip a squirrel, he would have at least stopped, gone back, thanked it, and then like probably turned it into a beautiful French meal.
That I just
This dude had zero remorse for that
dude,
squirrel.
just
he's like, "Oh, why did you do that?"
I know when I'm on back roads, there was a back in the day there was like an M3 post thing or some forum post thing where some kid hit some lady walking, and it was obviously a nightmare. Should have been a nightmare for him. It ended up a total nightmare for this guy. And every time I'm on a back road, even driving Spirit, I'm like, all right, if a lady's walking around that corner,
Yeah,
am I gonna hurt somebody?
Yeah.
And like, you got to keep that in the back of your head. Like, I like driving on back roads, especially back roads without a lot of houses, etc. Like, I know a couple really good ones,
Yeah.
but I still think, man, if I go
This
around that
is-
turn and there's someone backing a boat in, if there's like,
Right. There could be
if there's
anything.
someone crashed,
Read
if
the
there's
fucking room.
especially if there's someone walking or running or riding a bike, like, am I at a point where like I can't stop? And
Yeah. And he is beyond that point.
Dude,
yeah.
so scary,
There's
dude.
even parts of it where we see a turn coming up and we're like, oh my God. We all three of us said it at the exact same spot of he was going way too fast. And sure enough, almost lost it around
Dude,
this
he's going
corner.
like
dude.
126 with a field and like a dip on the side. Like, you go in that field, you're fucking, you're not landing in the car.
No. What, Brian, what did you say? It's a converter. It's a Spider Boxster, right?
Yeah. So if I'm remembering, it was some iteration of they're at least not going to have to cut the roof off to prize
No,
body.
dude,
Yeah.
they're taking it to the morgue in a mop and bucket.
Yeah,
like
it's
you're fucking done. So like,
it's just a parts
Ziploc
pile.
bags.
yeah, he's gonna have a WRC wreck. Yeah, Matt's right. I think, yeah, hillbilly Afro Tuck. I think it's really, the car's cool. I bet it's a ton of fun to drive.
It
dude.
sounds awesome.
But also the thing we discussed is like anything at 125 in a 35 mile an hour zone feels crazy.
Yeah, like I could be in a Kia doing the same
at
thing.
125, this feels fucking nuts.
The problem though is he's going to end up getting like towed and impounded at some point and going to learn nothing.
Yeah, he might learn something. I don't know.
I don't know.
But it didn't cost him 200,000.
The thing is, like yeah,
Hey, saving 200,000.
maybe not. I don't know because he starts
He
listening
starts
to
putting a
mods.
lot of
Yeah,
parts
he's a
in
lot
this thing.
of money in mods.
lot of money in mods.
In the video that he dismantles the squirrel, he talks about the mods.
But I said, car's cool. The dude does his own work. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You just gotta.
Just-
There's consequences,
this is
man.
not
That's
right.
scary
Yeah,
shit. And I
it's,
know this video's been popular for a while, so whatever. But like watching it through that lens and just being like, holy shit! Like, I live on a neighborhood like that. Like,
Yeah.
if some dude came by and he
That's-
goes through the same area all the time, there's Josh is saying, be out there with a hatchet. I'd just
Yeah.
throw it through the fucking windshield of this thing.
Oops, sorry, I didn't see it coming.
You're
You were
going
doing
100
130
by my
miles an
house?
hour. Like, yeah,
I'd be at Amazon.com spike strips.
there's so many. Yeah. It's it's funny to laugh at, but when you see it, you're literally going to be like, "What the fuck is happening?" And again, it's a bit alarming. There was another video I watched, I don't know, 2 to 3 months ago. I think Vice or somebody like that put it out. It was about the dude or group of dudes who try to outdo each other in New York City by renting.
Squeeze Benz?
Yes. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding?
That
It was
is
that same
psycho.
thing. It's
Yeah.
wild.
is this the no hezzy driving?
Yeah, it's just like literally.
Squeeze Benz was the man, but he got arrested for posting videos. Like, if this guy's videos get larger, will happen to him.
That's exactly it. And Squeeze Benz posted the fucked up shit, but they blurred out the speed.
Yeah.
well, maybe that'll teach you something. But
Well, Squeeze Benz would like ram cop cars to get away. Too.
yeah, there was no holding back.
Not a
for
great
them.
idea.
But it's just the real. Obviously, yes, watching the feat of speed and idiocy take place is one thing. watching the support in the comments is like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
That's not.
I mean, YouTube saw like 12-year-olds.
That's the only thing I'm hoping is
Except
like,
for the guys in the Revival Motoring live chat. Brett Murray, there's a back road near my house that's 40 km long. What the fuck's km? There's one house on the said street, and it's twisty. One night we decided to rip all our Hondas down it. There was a cop. It's his house. Oh, that fucking sucks, dude.
Dude, that's the thing is like,
Imagine how excited that guy sleeps with his boots on, dude. Imagine how excited he was to pull you guys over.
you just have no idea what's around that corner, bend, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, car sounds sick. Car is sick.
Yep.
I don't agree with a lot of things he says, but please don't kill somebody
Yeah.
or yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you want to if you want to crash yourself, and
Hey, it's your
that's your
prerogative,
business.
right? Right. You want to
But
do
there's
whatever.
some old lady walking her dog or like a kid playing in a yard, dude.
I mean,
Holy shit.
that squirrel should have been an example.
Dude,
of,
that squirrel got atomized.
Hey, man, like
had
there's
a family.
nothing. There's like it's just hey, you're doing 85. There was nothing you could do.
Yeah.
What happens at whatever else?
Dude, that squirrel's gonna haunt him forever.
It's still in the underside of
Dude,
the car.
I'm thinking it's still flying through the air.
Still going to this day.
I'm thinking it's 4 months later. I
It
think
just
it's
hit the
still-
Earth's curve,
right.
and it's
Yeah,
just
it's just orbiting.
it's following a bunch of Tesla satellites.
Yeah, and that sewer cap that they shot off that one time. It's just fucking out there.
Unbelievable. Anyway,
God bless.
Yeah. I don't know, keep it tire side down, I guess.
try not to record stuff like that.
God.
Dude, yeah. I mean, shit. I just
Go to a track.
dude on a
Let's
back
go to
road.
a
I just
track.
wouldn't go. I mean, I'm a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
and I've been an idiot for a long time, especially when I was younger. But shit, almost 130 miles an hour on a back road.
Absolutely
no
not.
fucking way,
Yeah,
dude.
absolutely
No
not.
fucking way.
I mean, literally, hold on. He's going like 5.5 times the speed limit. It just like you can't even write a ticket for that. That's you're gonna speak
No, you're
to the
gonna go.
judge
You're going
on
to
Monday
Guantanamo
morning.
Bay for that shit.
dude.
There's an entire troop of Maryland State Police who are just like foaming at the mouth to
Oh my
find
God.
out.
Oh,
You
dude.
just
So,
know it.
and that's the thing is, I think this was posted. I think the video was posted somewhere larger.
It
at
was.
some
I
point.
remember seeing it.
So it's just, granted, he hasn't posted in a month.
I didn't even hope he gets caught. I just hope he stops.
Just like please,
like you got
control
away with it,
yourself.
man. That's sick.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's crazy.
Control yourself.
Yeah, one and done. Go make a sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few
there's,
videos.
there's, I was gonna say, there's at least
Yeah,
two.
he just someone said Francis in the chat should guys giving career advice in the latest video and people are praising him.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I didn't listen to the career advice. I was just curious about the comment section.
I mean, he does drive around talking about how GT cars are so fucking stupid to buy, which is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah,
And then he puts all the GT car parts on his car.
literally everything.
Also, worrying about buying a GT car because of depreciation, but math doesn't work like that for a GT car.
Yeah, GT cars don't depreciate; they appreciate.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that was a lovely deep thought.
I just thought it was such a funny video to watch.
Carman Cam, 100% he's a guy that complains that tracks aren't close enough / cost too much. You know what costs too much? I mean, just eviscerating someone that happens to be walking on the
Just-
road.
Yeah,
Right. That's. I mean, for one, biggest cost could be you're dead, or two, you kill somebody
I
and
don't
you're
think he'd
just in
stop.
jail for the
Yeah.
rest of your life.
Matt Wood, I genuinely feel like if he went to a track, he'd be so far out of his element.
Yeah, he would.
I don't know if he could follow the driving line.
Oh, I believe that.
Oh, that's the other thing, boys. What happens every time he comes to a stop?
Every
Oh,
time he
dude.
goes to stop, he just fucking hammers out, and he says he clutch kicks it, which is hilarious.
It's this fucking whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, I don't know. The road got away from me. It's like, dude, you
little clutch
fucking
kick
know.
back there, little clutch kick, no big deal.
Gonna
I'm
get a
like,
little
dude,
wild.
Try clutch kicking at speed. Jesus.
right.
It's a misty morning. You know,
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
slick out there.
That's the other thing.
sick out
That's
there.
the other thing too.
Little greasy, bud.
He says, "Oh, it's a Saturday morning," and I'm like, "There's fucking dew on the
Dude,
windshield."
later in the video, he says it's a Sunday morning.
Carman Cam, he would sexually assault that blend line. Stay right in the blend line! All I heard is staggered, dude. Like,
Complete disregard. For
I mean,
the
you
bloodline.
gotta do track a couple times to get okay. It would be funny to see first track event because it would be. You have to use the brakes on track a lot. He wasn't a big brake guy.
not a brake guy at all.
I mean, I guess I'm glad he didn't slam on the brakes when the squirrel came around.
Right.
Because
right.
like that is you were the squirrel. You
He
know
just
what I mean?
realized, yeah, like, all right, I can't do nothing. I'm just
Yeah, set that thing.
Jesus is taking the wheel.
Yeah, God's gonna sort it out. He'll reincarnate that squirrel as
Oh
a
my
Porsche
God.
driver.
R.I.P. squirrels.
The noise.
Oh my God.
We watched it like 6
Hold on.
times. I
The
tried to make
noise.
a clip.
It almost sounded like the drum solo in the Air Tonight. It was so close. It was so fucking close. Dude. It just bounced. It must have bounced off the car of the road
Dude,
6 times.
That thing got. I didn't even. What the fuck? That's a 3,000-pound car going 85 miles an hour hitting a 2-pound animal. Done. There's nothing left. It's squirrel miss, dude.
The other thing is, the squirrel probably didn't know what happened.
No.
Imagine the squirrel's body turned and looked.
That squirrel literally just looked and froze. I mean, that squirrel had a second. And he just turned into mist, dude.
Squirrel just turns and looks.
The squirrel was just enough time to say, what the fuck? Dude, wrecked.
It just heard it coming.
You know, the squirrel looks and goes, "This is a neighborhood.
We used to be respectful.
This used to be a country."
Oh my God.
Dude, tell my wife I love her.
Oh my God.
It's just
The whole thing was amazing.
thinking ahead. We should have queued up the noise.
Yeah. It would
I
take
mean, I
me-
can try to find it, but
it
I
would
don't.
take
it
me a
would
bit
just-
to
I don't
find
think
it.
YouTube saved it. Did YouTube save it?
Um,
Because
clip
remember,
thing?
I tried to make a clip and then it. I don't think it
oh,
wanted to.
right.
I don't know, but
Oh my
Oh,
god,
man.
it was.
or you guys look for that, Maroon.
Does it have things on here? Does it tell you?
Well, where's your nerd this week? You should have a guy for this.
Nah, he's gone.
No, he
going,
was
babe.
working.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Nah, it didn't
Economy,
save
am I
it.
right?
Yep. This is another part of the video where who knows what happens
Oh,
there.
there's something replayed a million times. It's probably
For
us.
those who won't be able to see what's happening, both Chuck and Josh are directly opposite each other, Googling the exact same video.
Dueling goo-goos.
And just blasting through
wait,
an
this is-
approximation of the moment where the squirrel occurs.
I mean,
So we
he
gotta have
passes
you around
them,
more. Hold on.
right?
We're at 34. We're at 42. I think I found it, Josh.
Okay.
They're
Hold on.
focused like they're watching a horse race.
There it is. Oh, I found it. Okay.
What's their timestamp?
I'm at 12:14. I can see the
Dude,
squirrel in my
I
sights.
swear to God, I did not touch my mouse.
That's
right?
bullshit.
Did you see it? I swear to
That is
God,
bullshit.
I just took my hands off my mouse.
I'll admit I have an obscured view.
Dude, I'm touching my mouse now, and I'm going to drag this over. Son
Yeah,
of a bitch.
touch your
Where's
mouse.
I'm going to touch my mouse.
We're gonna play
Touch
this
it.
just for you guys.
Touch it hard. I'm going to switch that, right? Hold on. Let me pop this. And I swear to on anything that is anything,
Get out of here,
dude, because I just looked and I'm like, wait, that's the squirrel.
Give me some volume.
Oh, wait. Actually, we can't play this.
We're
Wait,
not
oh, yeah,
ready
don't
for
play.
chorus.
Yeah, we can't
Just
play
play the
this.
sound, right?
Yeah, I can play the
Okay,
sound
go
for
back
sure.
about 3 seconds. Can you
Before,
play it really small here so we
before
can look at
impact.
it?
No, because we're live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let me make sure.
Yeah,
Hold
pipe
on.
that
Let
on.
me make sure we get some volume.
What's the name of the video so people can watch it themselves? GTRS versus
GT,
987 Spider review.
GT4 RS versus 987
12
Spider.
seconds. 12 minutes, 14 seconds. Squirrel appears.
Okay, watch your ears because the sounds of his, the
Yeah, hold on.
Porsche.
Get rid of here.
All right, here we go. We're gonna come in a little bit.
Easy into these turns. Easy on the gas. Easy on the gas.
Hold on, I get about 15 seconds.
Oh, God. We give this guy free promo over here?
No, I just we gotta get the build up.
It's gonna be worth
Let's talk about problems with this car.
Squirrels. Oh, yeah,
I
'cause he
broke
turns
the
onto this
shifter
road.
cables. First of all,
Oh, my God. Yeah, he's giving me the whole
cables
rundown
broke
of ownership
themselves.
right now. So fast.
I'm very easy on. All right, Squirrel, please don't do it, Squirrel. Oh no!
Oh, please, Jesus. Please, Squirrel. Cyclist. Oh, please, cyclist.
Let's talk about.
Hold on, I went back too far.
You just hit the
Where is
back button.
Easy on. All right, Squirrel, please don't do it, Squirrel. Oh no, Squirrel.
Oh, Jesus, God, no.
If only he could have done something to prevent this.
There's no. Dude, he's going so fast. Did you.
perhaps if he
Look at this
just
video. You can see it from there, right?
perhaps if you just slowed up a little bit to give the squirrel a time to make a decision, he would have avoided
You'll
it.
see it. It comes up. Look how fast he hits it. doesn't even touch the brake. He doesn't. He's going 75.
We pitched
81,
the
84,
idea
85.
of recording
103.
somewhat of another
Oh,
show.
shit. This guy's an animal. He just keeps it down, dude.
That's not live, so we could do reaction videos, and this is the exact kind of stuff that we want to react to. So if you think that's a good idea, let us know, because we will do that. We can't record it live, but there is a way for us to record that. I think it'd be quite funny. And hell, we could even take some videos that everybody suggests when we post about it. If you want us to review and take a look at, I think we should do that. So.
Yeah, sorry, Francis. We can't show it. They won't let us live react to videos. We have to recorded react to videos.
Yeah.
You'll
Fair
be
use.
forced to do your own at-home moment of silence for the squirrel.
I mean, you 12 seconds in, just, watch from, 12 minutes in, just watch for the build up. You'll get the full understanding. You'll hear that nice, pristine, what are those, 3 liters? Those 3 liters screaming,
who knows?
4
liter, who knows?
And you'll just hear it screaming in, and then you'll hear the squirrel bouncing.
See a squirrel be like, what's that?
Oh, man.
Death count.
All right. Well, anyway.
Got a body count on that thing, dude. Let's keep it at 1.
I'm guessing that's not the first animal.
It hasn't not appeared on the channel since. Not since that, but isn't it been a while since we've seen that car on the channel? Do we think?
Bit of an incident.
Well, the squirrel destroyed it.
Yeah, but look, I don't see any videos about that car for 2 months.
After? Could it just rip the whole underside?
Oh, no, it's in the garage here.
Okay.
It looks like it's in one piece.
Still
I was going to say, I found him on Instagram. He still has the car.
Yeah.
God bless you.
You slide into his DMs.
No.
Hey, we did a little feature on you.
No.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's, what else do we get? Oh, well, let's do B for B.
All right. Bucks for the boys! Bucks for the boys. What's up, everybody? It's Chuck from Revival. And I'm here to talk to you about squirrel safety and Bucks for the boys. What's Bucks for the boys? Bucks for the boys is how we monetize this disaster, even though they won't let us live react to videos. What we ask is you go on the old revivermotoring.com/B for B. You can choose a sustainable donation, or you can pick an amount and a frequency you would like to hook the boys up with. Any amount is massive to us. We do this so we don't have to run ads. We don't have to depend on advertisers. We are only solely accountable to you. And that is the sustainable donation, which helps us keep the lights on and plan future expenses. You can also go on the old PayPal and go to info@revivalmotoring.com. You can put any amount you like on there, and we are actually contractually obligated to read it during this part of the podcast, which I will continue to point out we never have to do because none of you guys ever donate. Also, we know it's been an economic hard time. It has been for ages now, and it's not going away anytime soon. So you can also help us produce this baby. Costs no money at all. Go on, send us some Instagram notes, emails, top secret automotive information, squirrel videos, or, maybe you get some funny pictures, songs, I don't know, whatever you got. Send it our way. Something you think would help out with the podcast and be some content to speak of, hit us up. We'd love to see that. Another free way to help out, obviously, you can tell people about the podcast. Word of mouth is kind of the biggest way this baby spreads. We know you're a car guy, and there's a bunch of us out there. So let them know, hang out with the boys once a week here, see what's going on. Also, you can go ahead on there and force people to listen to the podcast. We like that. Play on an airplane with your headphones off, just keep that speaker blaring. Let everybody on the plane know. Maybe you're a captain of an airplane. Maybe you just pipe it through.
We've talked about aviation once or twice.
We're big
we
aviation
have some
guys.
aviation-based listeners.
You get a family trip, force the whole family to listen. Sometimes it's child appropriate. So that's a good way to do it.
More times than not.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
We're doing pretty good so far today.
We've been pretty fucking okay. Also,
Yeah,
then
not bad.
you could also, that's a nice way to do it. A nice way to experience the podcast, which we mentioned, is checking us out live. It's about 7 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday, except for this Wednesday because I'm trying to leave, where you can hop on the YouTube, watch this baby live. We do have a pre-show. It is exclusive to the channel, where you can find out about top secret track days that I definitely then mentioned during this podcast. But yeah, it's a big family up there. When we're reacting to sounds, they can help us out. They can check out the video. They're the first to know when something happens. Ooh, a meeting at work. Thank
That's
you,
perfect.
Mr. DJ. You
yeah,
had a meeting at work. Call it. Hey, are you a supervisor? Call a meeting.
Whole
2.5
PowerPoint
hours.
presentation.
Get them going.
Whole presentation.
Yeah, we can
on
send supporting
pasta,
media.
Right, pasta, hypermiling. Many different subjects that can be covered.
Yeah, so that's pretty much my spiel here. We appreciate anything you do for us. So, Josh, what else you get to tell them?
If you do subscribe to the B for B on our website, again, revivemotor.com, once and once only every month, you will automatically be entered to win something from a matter of fact, not even something. We know what we're going to send you now. These days, thanks to our friend TD's. We have a nice little leather tree-shaped hanger for your mirror and a keychain that is very specific to Revive Motoring and the B for B itself. So this is your opportunity. If you want one of those, we won't sell them. You can only buy. You can only win them if you are a B for B subscriber. So do that. Go to our website, revivemotoring.com, and then sign up because it does help us. We appreciate that. Active subscribers only. Keep that in mind. But if you're there, we account you each and every month. With that said, we like to judge every episode in comparison to the last episode.
I don't know if we like to do it.
No.
I think we have to. I think it's an obligation at this point.
We're just right. We've done it so many times now. We're just
Yeah.
right.
Is that like standing in front of a mirror when you've just put on a new swimsuit?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Right, just something
like,
that
like,
happens.
like you want to feel good about it, but you really aren't going to.
Yeah.
Something that happens naturally.
This week,
Yeah.
Slight change. 13 cents per listen.
13 cents.
13. Lucky number 13. There we go. We got a slow
Love that.
clap from the background. Yeah, slight change since last week. So
Nick Pizarro in the chat. Here's an idea. Play the podcast at your own wedding. Not a bad idea.
there you go. Play
Great
it.
idea. It could be your first dance.
It's true. It's
Could
true.
be. Could be. Be mortifying, but it
That'd
could
be wild. Just the intro. Just
I
play
mean,
the
intro song's pretty good.
Yeah, you could do that. That is our B for B spiel. That is our number. We will, of course, be back next week to pick the winner for the B for B and the Yeti Cooler. You cannot enter the Yeti Cooler giveaway. That's already ended. That thanks to everybody who ordered some stickers, T-shirts, hats, that sort of stuff. We appreciate that, and that really helps pull the Bandit stuff together. So we will pick both of those winners next week and go from there. So with that said, we can cue these boys. I'm not going super deep into news. I just wanted to show you guys they did it once again.
What do they do?
It's just
Is this masonry or whatever?
yeah.
That looks like a WRX.
It's a Ferrari Persang,
Per saying.
and it's got this
But it's
marbled...
modified by Mason. It's called the Pregnant-nator?
wait. Oh, the Pugnator.
Puginator.
Pugnator.
Puginator.
It's because
Tornado.
it has an ugly face, but it's loyal.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
burlwood? Carbon fiber?
No, it's thick chip
So we're looking at
carbon
Ferrari
fiber.
Persang, done by masonry,
Yeah.
and it has masonry, and it's got red forged carbon fiber that looks strangely like wood trim,
Yep.
unpainted all over the thing. I mean, red tinted. I like
Oh
that
my
Italian
God. Look
shift,
at that.
dude. Let's
Look
go.
at that.
Let's go, my boy. They do stick to the fact that they make incredible interiors every time they do one of these. Like the best view is from inside because you can't really see the outside of the vehicle.
Wow. That's even a stretch, though.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Holy.
Oh,
God.
I
looks
can
like a hospital
respect
room in there.
the
That looks like
craftsmanship.
iRobot in that thing,
Yeah.
dude.
You respect what, Brian?
The craftsmanship. You know what I mean? Like it takes a great deal of skill to fuck up this hard.
That's where the
you have to
precogs
really
sit.
commit.
Yeah, like if I had like you know 8, 9 comical amounts of figures in the bank,
Yeah.
I would be happy to not spend money on this.
It looks like
If I had 8 or 9 really good Italians who knew how to sew that were bored,
yeah.
we can make
This
that
is
happen.
one
Oh, we
Italian
can totally
woman's
make that
afternoon.
Dude, the back
Look at
back
that. There's
seat
illumination in that panel. Even
That's-
they took it
dude,
steps further.
right there. The
Yeah.
back seat looks like Minority Report where the precogs sit.
Well, yeah, they
Doesn't
could
it,
see
dude?
the
They could be
crimes being
calling
committed.
crime in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you love to see.
Well, yeah,
Carbon
that's
fiber inside looks way better than the other stuff outside.
that.
Oh, I get a news.
if you're in
That's
the
a
market,
price.
expect to pay a pretty penny more than the Persang's $423,686 base price.
Dang, I'm gonna have to cancel my order.
Yeah.
No thanks, boys.
So a bit outside of my range.
Yeah, bit.
Did it say it isn't as ugly as you think?
I think it's worse. Yeah.
I got something a little bit more in the price range of our average listeners, and that is the new GR Corolla changes.
Ooh.
The GR Corolla, which you can't get your hands on, I think you might be able to now, just went up $2,360 in price.
Wow.
And it now starts at $39,995. That's with a 6-speed they-them. An automatic 8-speed adds another $2K. The Circuit is now called the Premium Plus trim, and their never-ending quest to make model distinctions more boring. So Audi started that, right? They didn't have a Premium Plus.
Yeah,
and like
they,
a premium.
they would do plus and premium and prestige. And
So you can never figure out what any of it is.
It was kind of similar to like Ford's Platinum tomfoolery, where like none of it felt like it meant anything.
No,
but it
King
just
Ranch.
meant that you got like CarPlay and leather.
And I was just gonna say, if you wanted anything specific, you would have to buy whatever the next tier is, because of course you couldn't order it with that.
Yeah, like just give me that feature where I hold a button on my key and my windows can come down if it's blazing hot out, and make sure the sunroof is the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. Good news, it makes 22 more torque. It brings it up to 295. And every trim now comes standard with front and rear diffs, which is going to hurt if you have an older one, if I'm honest.
That's a
That's a big upgrade.
that's a
Front and
yeah.
rear diffs in every trim. I'm still in. I'd still buy one of these things.
Nobody said anything about them catching on fire,
No?
which is interesting. Obviously,
I haven't seen a lot of catch on fire of them recently.
Not recently. There's
The
been
only
those
big
couple.
hoopla I saw was like the not going to cover it under warranty thing.
Yeah, there's those.
Yeah, we got to
couple.
figure out what happened to that. I'm sure it got covered.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it just
insurance would
went
obviously
away.
pay for that as well.
Because it went away, I'm assuming it's no
That's
longer
probably
interesting
why.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them, dude. If they were like, if you could drive to a dealership and get one, I might make a fucking real bad mistake one day and get one.
Wait, Darcy, bold of you to assume I can afford a GR
Hey, I said it's
Corolla.
in the general vicinity of
I
pricing.
mean, the Australian dollars, it's...
oh boy, I can't
Then
imagine.
they have to pay.
And Buckaroos?
Yeah, maybe
I
we
can't
should
imagine,
adjust this.
dude.
It's got to be
what they charge you
120,000
guys.
buckaroos.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Most of our listeners might be happy to be a third owner of a GR Corolla.
Yes,
dude.
that's exactly
But this is the third one you want. You want this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Nick Pizarro, I'd go base spec with 3D printed arrow.
Do they still
Well,
offer the
excuse me.
core?
Mhm.
The core is still... Okay, so they didn't
There's
change...
3. They just took like the circuit and made it premium plus.
Okay.
Okay.
So they still got the
The
I wanted to
core, the
I want to say Yazoo, but it's Gazoo.
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 ZSP 192, $10. Shout out to the boys for keeping me going on a late work night. This is the earliest we've ever done the podcast.
Big
Thanks
shouts.
for sticking on.
Hey,
dude. Love
you
having
know,
you.
I'm sure your boss appreciates your overtime.
Yeah, I'm sure your boss appreciates you playing this on the PA system. in
Make
there.
sure you're getting overtime, unlike young Ben.
Yep. Ben and the Butcher, dude. He's
Mm-hmm.
got 8 jobs. But anyways, I really do like these things. I think they're cool. Every time I see one, I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
cool. I like the not super flashy ones.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are kind of plainer. I don't think the arrow's doing anything for you. Except looking super cool, but this is not the attention I'm looking to get.
All of
But
them
if you could
stand
get a
out.
white or a black one and just kind of like cruise around in it, if they
Yeah.
made it in that blue, or they made that really cool blue for the other ones.
Yep.
I think a white core would be the best buy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm into them still, for sure.
Especially now because you get the front and rear dips in all of them now.
Yeah, I think that's huge, dude.
That's a big buy.
I like them.
Big buy. I got a quickie. I think it's going to develop into a biggie.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone saw, but Porsche has patented a 6-stroke engine design.
I
We're
did
going
see
6-stroke?
this.
We're
I
going
did
6
see
stroke.
this. And I was very curious
You gotta
as
watch
to
out. 6-stroking.
what the hell it would sound like.
It's hard to see
That's one of the biggest
illustration and then remember the whole IMS bearing debacle
Yeah.
and think that it'll work.
So, in their entirety, I was thinking about this because one of the quotes this here is obviously that it's going to be increased efficiency, most importantly, increased power, obviously added complexity, and I'm like, all right, IMS, okay. Is there anything like huge that Porsche's ever really kind of blundered? Am I missing anything? The IMS thing obviously was a big deal, but other than that, I mean, they're all pretty stout cars, albeit super expensive. But I mean, IMS thing, we'll see. But the 6-stroke, like Josh said, what's that going to sound like?
Because I just
I'm
picture,
hoping.
dirt bikes. You know what I mean?
That's
I just
exactly
I just
what I'm
think dirt
hoping for.
bikes like come on, it can't. Or how fast it's gonna rev. Like there's so many just.
I would love for it to sound like that. So obviously, one cycle, the piston's going to compress the air and fuel. I'm sorry, the piston is going to compress the air and fuel in the combustion chamber twice. So burn it once, and then all the waste is going to get burnt again, which is crazy. I mean,
Wouldn't
there's
it sound
there's like drawings of it. I don't get it.
2 strokes louder than 4-stroke? So wouldn't 6-stroke be quieter than 4-stroke?
Deeper, because
Maybe
4-stroke
deeper.
is deeper.
That'd be cool, dude. Wait till Das Cayman gets a hold of this thing.
Squirrels never know what's coming, dude.
Well, how many exhaust pulses are in there? Because that'll dictate that as well.
Let's see.
It'd be.
3, wouldn't it?
I don't math.
I think so. I
It's
think
like
it would,
two
it's gonna be
mini cycles of 3. So intake, compression, power, intake, compression, power.
Matt would. It wouldn't rev as high. I think they're gonna. I think they're fooling us.
I
think
mean,
it's gonna
not
sound like shit.
according to this article, that it wouldn't affect anything like that.
How?
I don't know. I mean, this is Porsche here. Who knows? So it manages with a crank that spins around a planetary gear while also rotating around itself.
Oh God.
So it has 2 top dead centers and 2 bottom dead centers.
Glad the Germans are doing it, bud. I say.
I think if anyone, and again, just because they patented this doesn't mean it's going to be built into anything.
True.
It
It's
could
gonna
just be
have
an idea.
A 10,000 mile rebuild cycle.
Yeah. It could just be an idea that's like, hey, someone's got this. We should really throw a patent on this way. When someone eventually tries it, they owe us a bunch of money for it.
Matt Wood combining a rotary and a piston engine.
So the
Ooh, that's
drawing does kind of look like that, where the gear goes around like that. That gear spins like this, which also drives the piston up and down.
They get combustion out of the
Yeah,
lower end of the crank as well.
What the?
Dyer's
the one-
six-stroke engine, invented in 1915 by Leonard Dyer. This engine was similar to Crower's design.
Let's get
And
a
used-
sound out of it.
Water injection. It didn't need a cooling system, and it had improved fuel consumption.
He's obviously dead
So
now.
that's the first thing, right?
He was obviously killed.
And then Porsche's is the Porsche 6-stroke engine.
Yeah, at what age was he
patented.
killed by his own invention?
Great question.
Killed by big gas.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is interesting. Porsche's also the people who are investing a ton of money, I should say, into alternative fuels, synthetic
yeah.
fuels. Because it seems like they're really out there being like, listen, we're gonna keep burning.
Or they need another selling point, because it says this idea of 6-stroke engine has been around for a long time, but the complexity and cost of the designs have so far outweighed the benefits.
If anybody would pay for it, it's Porsche, guys.
That's
Definitely.
exactly what I
And
mean.
anyone
Yeah.
who's gonna build it, it's gonna be Porsche.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows? This could be something, and they put it in some wild type of car. I don't know. Who knows? I just think it's really cool to see. There's some really, maybe it isn't as out of the box as I originally thought it was. I still think it is, but
Oh, it's still wild, yeah. For what everybody else is doing, it's something. For one, it's still a development with an internal combustion engine, which is good. And 2, I'm very eager to see what happens with it.
so you get power every 3 strokes instead of every 4. So power.
So it's a 3-stroke.
I guess to get back to the start, it's 6 because of the way
that's
that
just
it
why it's
Oh,
rotates.
it's bobbing and moving.
Yes.
It's just getting shaking and wiggling
You
it.
know, the Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
So I think you're not getting all the power until the end of the 6th stroke.
So you're not finished till the 6-stroke.
6 strokes. I mean, we
Pretty
only
solid.
had 4 before. Now we've got 6. Big upgrade for us guys.
But you're getting power every 3.
Nick in the chat.
Oh, so it's like outside in compression.
yeah.
Nick in the chat, I think you actually are onto something. However, they eliminated the air part of that and have just now used electricity.
Yeah. So we'll keep our eyes on this. I
Wrong
mean,
generation.
I see the Porsche synthetic fuel stuff, or actually not just Porsche,
The poop
but
fuel.
synthetic fuel stuff pop up on occasion. So I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
brewing
Maybe
some at home.
we'll never see this again.
You're right. Who knows?
I mean, that's the point of patenting.
Yeah.
Just
That's
shutting
it.
everybody else down. So
So here's an interesting thing, and I didn't read the article. I'm just reading the headline purely. We're not going to spend a bunch of time on it. But from the drive, you can buy Toyota AE86 reproduction shells. on Alibaba for $9,500.
What shipping cost?
Just one catch. You have to buy at least a 5-pack.
Who is making them?
Great question. I don't know.
A 5-pack's not totally unreasonable.
All the boys get one. So we're gonna spend 50 grand on Chinese knockoff A86
3D
shells.
scanned it to replicate it piece by piece. If it's
I'm
assembled
in.
the same way, same standards that Toyota did back in the day. Da da da. Interesting.
I don't think it's a totally bad idea.
I'm trying to think of a jab about it, but actually that sounds brilliant.
No, I was going to
It's
be
a pretty good idea.
I'm
It's
gonna
just
be
probably made out of paper mache. You guys kidding me right now?
like
No,
when
yeah,
we
but
You're
no,
buying
paper mache.
Alibaba cars?
so
All right,
They're
boys.
So-
race panels. That's what that is.
My
You want to
thought-
go around the track sideways? They got you.
Hey, maybe try being Patriots for a second here.
my deep thought of hopefulness, if you will, is that when we really harness the power of metal 3D printing, anything is possible once again. Nothing will not exist. You can just have the original. Yeah, great. Or you can have the 3D printed version.
But
I'm
hear
okay
me
with
out
that.
on this one. How much do you trust 3D printed panels versus like suspension componentry? Like, do you really think the panels would get there, or are we still stamping those?
No, I think the panels would get there. Matter of fact, I know they would because there's a kid who's building a S15 or something like that out of complete 3D printed panels.
That's
Have
impressive.
you ever
Yeah.
seen how chintzy S15 stock panels are?
Not tough, right?
Nice handicap.
Right. Right. If you're gonna try to do it on
It's the
like,
shittiest 3D printer you got.
if you're
Perfect.
gonna try to 3D print a Crown Vicks front fenders,
Yeah, good luck.
yeah, might be something a
No
little bit
technology
different.
like that in the world. They still hammer those out of real metal.
Right. The only technology you need is a 54-ton press. Yeah,
It's the AK-47 of panels.
that's it. I'm gonna have a wee real quick, then we can talk to Brian.
All right, how dare you?
You guys can start talking if you want.
Yeah, well, I will now.
Yeah, direct the banter, because under normal circumstances, I cannot be controlled.
I think
the
you guys are
main
crazy
topic.
thinking that's going to be a good idea to buy Alibaba like shells for old Japanese cars.
Where the fuck do you think these things were made to begin with?
Are we talking
outta here.
like the full on unibody, or are they just giving
It's
us
a shell. I think they're
fenders
chuck.
and-
No, I think they're chucking you the whole. That's a good question.
The photo was
Yeah.
what looked like a body in white.
Okay, that's baller right there.
Yeah.
Because
It's
if you think
hilarious.
about it, at this point, AE86s, yeah, they did build absolute shitloads of them, but do enough of them remain that you're going to feel bad doing hot boy shit in it, right? So, like, if you can slap together one for your race car team, this isn't a bad thing, right?
I guess you know what's crazy? Onto something here. If you're like a drift team, you want an 886 to drift.
Yeah, but if it's the
I mean, 50 grand gets you 5 of them.
that's a nice.
There
buy,
you go.
actually.
Yeah.
But if it's a whole unibody,
Yeah.
the structure matters a lot more. It's not like a body on frame.
I guess for use, for road use, is something different. For like track use, you're like, I'm gonna cage it anyway. What
Yeah,
does it
cage
matter?
it. Yeah.
Oh no, I think for track use is worse because you're going to be putting all sorts of forces on this baby.
Nah, it should be all right.
I think we should
What
buy
are we
5
worried
and
about?
find out.
Yeah.
I don't know about
What are we
that.
worried about? I mean, these things were built in similar conditions anyway. I'm
They're
just
probably paying workers more in the 80s in Japan.
They
than
were,
the
certainly
Alibaba
were,
guys
yeah.
right now.
I'm just saying, I'm all for the ability to be like, you know what? I need this new component. I have my metal 3D printer over there in the scanner.
Oh, 100%.
Over there. All I need to do is buy the design.
But not like I need this new component. I'm going to go in Alibaba and buy the cheapest one.
Right. Maybe.
Also, will they offer free shipping?
knowing Alibaba, probably.
No one Alibaba will be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
My assumption is there's just, Freightliners going back and forth constantly
Oh, they have
of
to.
just everything.
I mean, 5 of them? We have to buy a 5-pack?
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't
went-
even know
I
how
bet
it's offered in a 5-pack.
I bet you if you contacted the seller, was like, I want to buy one,
How does that work?
but I'll pay freight.
Group buy.
Listen, I'm trying to buy 5, but I'd like to see one first.
Yeah.
You know?
These people, they'll work with you. They'll work with you.
I get on good authority. These people work with you.
I think they will.
You might
They will.
incur a huge tariff bringing that baby in.
You can get one, but they'll only sell you a notchback.
Oof.
Yeah.
Tough.
Do you
Don't
want
like-
it now?
Don't like that at all.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But hey,
Or 4 of them are notches, one of them's a hatch.
Ooh.
That's
the
a good way
catch.
to sell
That's
notches.
the catch.
Less metal in the notch.
I don't know, Josh. That photo was just a hatch.
It looked pretty good. Didn't look
I mean,
half
if you were
bad.
going to make it, you just make the hatch.
You should definitely
Yeah,
just
I
make.
just-
I don't
the hatch.
mind a notch, if I'm
Yeah.
honest, but a hatch?
Wait, was it Alibaba or AliExpress
Alibaba.
It's got to be Alibaba.
Yeah,
That's like a
they're-
factory.
They're not going to press those that quick for you.
They have them ready.
AliExpress, they have them like a
This
New York
is, I'll
warehouse.
show you the exact. That's every. Well,
gotta be
that's not
shitting
it.
me.
That's who knows if that's it. I don't know if that's it.
The dots
Actually,
indicate,
that looks like what they
It's
3D scanned.
James-
Yeah, it's a 3D model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you from that one photo, I'd trust this all day long.
The quality's out of control.
I'll
Dude,
drive
look
it
at
to
those
work every
body
day.
gaps. Perfect.
I take it all back. It looks better than a modern day Tesla.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wow. Yeah. This is it.
Well,
Just
we're not gonna do the video.
Wait, hold on.
This isn't YouTube though.
If we buy 15 of them, we get a $1,000 discount.
That's true.
Per.
Remember that, listeners.
Scroll down. Give me. All right, keep going. What do we got for description? As OEM size, that's good. I was hoping it was going to be like
It
a
is
1/32
made of
scale.
steel.
What's up with the lead time?
Where do you see it?
I don't know.
Go lower. Keep going.
7 to 15 days.
No, lead time.
No.
Go down.
Warranty's 1 year.
Hit that lead time. What do we need?
Wait, you
Lead
can
time.
buy.
180 days.
180 days.
Yeah. If you get 1 to 10, it's 180 days. If you get over 10, to be negotiated.
I think.
So if we get 12, we'll grab them 30 days.
Yeah, I think we can make this happen.
So if you want to be drifting these in the springtime, when do we have to order them?
Now.
Should we do a group buy?
Congratulations, excellent work.
Mhm.
Wow. All right, these people are just buying some of the stuff. I think we can get a group buy going. What's the sellers ratings?
High. A huge. Big
Yeah, but
positive.
notably, the stuff he's selling is not a full car.
40,000 transactions? No, but they're all other car panels. So he's just decided
Was
to
that
put.
another one?
Can I use
Other
my
recommendations?
PayPal bill me later feature?
Ooh, there's
Are we-
competition
wait,
in the
Is there a
86
competition
space.
in the 86 knockoff space right
Yeah,
now?
Yeah.
there is.
This guy's coming to $8,000 to $9,000.
It looks like it's in the exact same factory. Yeah, it definitely is.
It probably is. All these guys are probably selling them out the back door.
Dude, this is awesome. I mean, holy shit. Imagine if they made,
Oh my god! Imagine if we could
like,
just buy a bunch
if
of
I
these
could get a
fucking things.
CRX this way.
If I can talk these fools into doing, just a whole additional Mark II body for me, then I can
Listen,
stop staring
all
out
right.
west and getting jealous.
Yeah.
I'm in for one. Do we have 4 other idiots?
I think this is a good idea.
30%
Package,
deposit.
carton, wood box, or as buyer's request? What
I
the
don't
fuck? How else are you going to ship it?
Maybe if you just
Cellophane.
want it in a steel container.
Bubble wrap?
So
Just roll it off
Yeah.
the truck?
my first question is, what gauge is the steel?
None of your business. Literally none of your business.
Go buy a real one. Or you want to deal with?
If
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to ask, you
You
don't
would
wanna
ask
know.
crazy questions like that?
You do that.
So full body part Alibaba. Wow, we've come.
I like that there's always a space between the T and the Toyota.
we gotta make sure
You got to separate
Yeah.
it.
it can't track us.
Don't want to mix business with pleasure there.
Yeah. Love that.
Wow.
I'm a big fan.
Auto done.
Oh, Yoda.
Hey, if these guys want to sponsor, does it say it can make other cars? Go back up.
What?
What's this? Our factory have been the China #1, which sell and produce auto body metal parts.
Now they're gonna make whole cars. Fuck it.
Wow.
Odin. Listen, boys, the boys at Odin, they want to sponsor a podcast. Send a couple of these our way. Shit, I'll take one. Product display.
They display it nice.
Pretty
They
tight.
definitely do. Wow, I'm blown away. That's the coolest part of the night.
Wow. Look at that factory, dude. Beautiful.
This
Oh,
is yeah.
got a video of the factory?
It's all there. You can look it up on
See the production line?
Alibaba.com.
I want to rip on them, but I know they're better than me.
God damn it.
I think this is a good idea.
Could be a win-win. Could be a win-win-win for whoever,
Yeah.
Somebody.
goes down that path.
All right, Josh, kick this baby off.
Boys, I'm dipping.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here. I'm going to Malibu. If
You
you're
gotta-
in California,
All
hit
right.
me up.
You got to
We're
wake
gonna
up in
miss
like
you.
an
Shut the
hour.
English pen. All right, later,
You,
boys.
buddy.
See you,
Later.
buddy.
Safe
Brian,
travels.
you got to go to the Northeast Unity Show.
Yes. Many people
This is
did.
their second year.
Yes.
No joke. I told Stairs that we were going to be talking about this tonight because we wanted to just keep it relevant, keep it related. The show is fresh, so we wanted to chat about that. And he said, as the kids would say, no cap. Probably one of his top 3 shows on the Northeast moving forward.
Well, I mean, it's hosted adjacent to a brewery.
Hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean, so if you've got priorities like John Stairs,
That's true.
you are absolutely hitting on that.
But
There,
he's
there we go.
in the
Yeah,
chat.
there he is.
He's literally in the chat.
It's your boy.
So just yeah, it's
No cap on God for real. He's got fuming mouth blasting in the room right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
just ripping a jewel. So you got to attend the show. Unlike us dirtbags, we didn't go. But what do you think the overall second year? Did you go to last year's?
I did. I went to the first year.
Okay.
I will admit, before we even get into it, I have a slighted opinion. I technically sponsor the show in that I provide them with photography services,
Okay.
which means I mill around with a beer on public streets and I take a lot of photographs. So with that said, they are. I agreed to do it a second year in a row because they fucking crush it. They're two of our favorite people working with yet more of our favorite people to showcase what their adorable small Western Massachusetts town is interested in hosting at Unity Park. This isn't just a show name they made up. It is exactly. I mean, the town embodies this. They want you to come on down. They want you to pop around, hit a diner, have one of their yummy beers. They have food trucks. They have closed off streets. They have, it's dog friendly. It's kid friendly. It's friendly for, drunk guys with beards. It has everything. And I can't say enough nice things about what they're trying to form in that it's very obviously intended to be, a Volkswagen show. But, our guy, Dog Pizza. He came on down with his van and he's shooting videos and he's having a good time riding around his bike and Nick's riding around his scooter and the Mark II Mayday guys come on out and they sell shirts and they set up a big cute section and the whole street along the river's closed off and there's this beautiful bridge in the background. And last year it rained, which objectively for most first years would have been a huge bummer, but their turnout was fantastic. And the rain didn't deter anyone. And everyone was just absolutely stoked to be out there to have a thing to do together. And it's one of those shows where, yeah, you want to shine your stuff up before you come on out, but you're not there hunting for a trophy. You're there so that you can high five your bud because you haven't seen them in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And that's entirely what it's about. And then Nick comes around and he personally scrutinizes every vehicle. And we all know how Nick is. So he's absolutely, he did not give me a top 25 this year, is his degree of scrutiny, which means I should have cleaned my car. But I love what they're doing, and it feels like a family affair to me. You know what I mean? It's for the community. It's for making sure that we all have excuses to get together, whether or not it's for, your personal interest or for social interest or for just having an excuse to get out of your usual routine.
How was the drive?
Absolutely fantastic.
What way did you go?
So I, from where I'm at, it's just Route 2. And since I live in Somerville, coming from the city, Route 2's, 3-4 lanes wide when you're leaving Boston. And then it gets a little narrower, and then it gets a little narrower, and then it gets a little narrower. And the narrower it gets, the prettier it gets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're way out where Route 2 is beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
it's because I've driven out there a couple times to shoot their cars and whatnot. And there's a section of Route 2 where it runs parallel to a river, which is just super cool.
They're so good. And yeah, it's just, yeah, sure. If you want to have a spicy drive like our boy in the Came, the Boxster.
Never forget.
Yeah. You're not going to do that on Route 2. There are very few passing zones. You're going to roll down the windows. You're going to stick one arm out and you're going to put on an album you're super into.
Yeah.
That's what the experience is, and in the best way. And since they start this pretty early, I mean, I pop up early, I grab a cup of coffee, I put it in the Mark II cup holder, which is between my legs, and you drive out.
That's risky business there. Well, you squeeze those thighs a little too much.
Well, I mean, I'm a thin guy, I got space, and so alternatively, like if you're riding in a Mark II for that kind of distance and you're putting the cup holder in the cup holder, if you're putting your iced coffee in the more formal cup holder, which is between the handbrake and your passenger seat, I feel like that becomes risky. You know what I mean? Like, what if we hit a bump too hard? This is Massachusetts. Our roads are
when you hit a bump too hard.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
You're gonna try, but I mean, it is what it is.
Do you know what the play was? Always in the Polo. I also don't have cup holders. The play was I had an old high top sneaker.
Ooh, I love that.
It was it actually wasn't it wasn't a high. It was more like a mid.
Is it not like Irvin Magic Johnson high? Like it just.
It was like it was like a Vans like mid, maybe like a Steve Cab or whatever.
Okay.
And I like one day they were in the garage because they're like my yard shoes or whatever, and I had to go out with the Polo, and I was like, I need something. Where am I gonna put this? And I just was like, put the shoe on the passenger floor, put the drink in there, dude. Rock steady.
So funny enough, like we're talking about Mark II cup holders on the way to Nick's show. Nick makes these cup holders that slide into the seat rails and then bolt into place, but they go like right behind the seats.
Yeah.
And if anything, I think that for somebody like him, that works out great because he's super lanky. He's got no problem reaching behind the the passenger seat.
He's got giraffe arms.
And it's only a matter of time before his show becomes the ultimate retail outlet for things like that and all the wild things he makes.
So I ended up buying one.
Yeah.
And put it on the passenger side, and it worked out great. And then the car, by the time I got it installed, the car broke that year.
Oof.
For this year.
So you haven't even get to.
Because I bought it.
fully
I think I bought it
experience
last year at Dust Off.
Okay.
I think I bought it last year at Dust Off. Didn't install it, and then installed it like before taking the car out, the beginning of this year, and then the car broke.
Which is just funny because isn't that how it always is when you finally get something to just be a little bit of a treat?
Yeah.
And
getting settled into
and
it, you
then
know, like
here
that's
we go.
good.
Yeah. But the drive out, 10 out of 10. Did it solo. It just so happened I didn't have anybody else heading out from the same area, so I didn't get to have that experience of cruising with my buds.
Mm-hmm.
But to fast forward towards the tail end, the drive back was the exact opposite. I had Joe Booth. I had this guy Ethan from New Hampshire who helped me when I needed a bumper earlier in the year. He sold me one. He happened to be driving the same direction. We had another guy in a caddy whose name I can't recall. The drive back, beautiful roads, nice cars, great people. Had to stop off for some sour candies. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And but the show itself, I mean, if you want to steer guided questions, dead serious. They have it all, and they're doing such a good time.
Yeah. So obviously, highly would recommend.
10 out of 10. If you have not been for the first two, make it for the third.
Yeah.
Already mark it on your calendar. Just put a big question mark in the month of September for the weekends and block off all of them in case you intend to go to this.
Just block off all of them.
Just
gonna say,
every
generally-
weekend in September.
Generally towards the end, right? I'd assume.
I mean, I'm sure Nick is probably gonna message me tomorrow.
Probably
and go,
within the
"Bud,
last
it's
two,
this."
I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Fortunately, next
either
year
of
I'm
the
not
last
getting
two.
married, so I won't be as busy.
I was gonna say you'll next year you're going to everything.
That's what that was my
trade.
trade-off. That was my. I was like, listen,
This is the moment you realize you ran out of excuses.
this year was a total waste. I made it. No, I didn't even make it to Dust Off. Didn't make it to Dust Off.
No.
I made it to Fieldworks.
Which was also an incredible, small, straightforward, good time show.
Enthusiast based.
It's
I made it
not
to
about
Fieldworks.
the awards. It's about high five and your pals.
Yeah, made it to
And
Fieldworks.
I love that.
That was it. And now, allegedly, gonna make it to Middleborough on Saturday with Josh.
Saturday. Yep.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yep. Big season ender.
Yeah. Yeah, big season ender for me. Yeah, at the Middleborough Town Hall. Can't wait. I'm excited. Also, to high five my friends. You know, give a.
Nick Pizarro, it's a good idea to tell your significant other now that you're busy every weekend in September in 2025.
We should be fine.
Or
with
just
that.
make sure to break up with them in August.
Yeah. And rejoin back in October, you know?
Right, just
I
settle
need,
up.
I need to cancel my subscription for a month.
Yeah, cuddle up in the winter.
Yeah.
September weekends are for soul searching.
What's the range? Are we is it all older stuff? Is there a good mix? Is it some newer? Is it more newer? What kind of people are we
that's the
attracting
thing.
here?
I mean, like any show that is kind of open ended is going to end up having a just a bulk of whatever the organizer's crowd is. And I mean, it goes without saying, there's an absolute fuckload of Mark IIs at these things.
As expected.
The Lift House guys, second year in a row, they did a big cruise. They came in full force, and watching them roll in is super fun because they got their cars all numbered up. They're all enthusiastic. I mean, you know those guys. They're just they're coming in like they're running the place, and in the best way.
Yeah.
But then coming out shaking hands, high five, and kissing babies, and the tendency for their crowd is definitely, you know, think pre-2004. You know,
Yeah.
you're going to catch a couple Mark IVs, you're going to catch some Mark IIIs, you're going to catch some super ratty, super awesome Mark Is.
Yeah.
And they work with this motorcycle shop that's nearby called Nova. And Nova sets out all these cool builds. I have, like, I swear probably a quarter of the shots that I took from that show were in front of there. And it's just a bunch of names like Norton and other things like Moto Guzzi. And I'm spacing in a whole bunch of them because my knowledge is largely on four wheels.
Yeah.
But beautiful bikes, super cool shop. They've got a snack shop there, right? You want shaved ice with you know, flavored, bright colored stuff? They got you.
They got it.
They got it. You want to have a delicious beer that's been aged in something? Walk across the street. You want, I don't know, probably tacos or fries? It's in a food truck.
That area, that like little corner of Massachusetts that they're up in, everything in there is like you said earlier, like cute and like quaint.
In such a fun way too, because I mean, like, I feel like I wake up in the morning, look myself in the face, and go, "Fuck, you look grumpy." But I walk into a town like that, and I'm like, I want to die here. Like, I want to live and die in this town.
I think John said you guys are gonna retire there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're scooping up property. We're building a neighborhood, and we're all just gonna have our stupid low cars and bitch about the pavement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the pavement out there no good?
Oh, it is. I mean, it's just like the entire rest of the state.
Where's
Some
our
good,
tax dollars go?
What's the phrase? Sometimes good, sometimes shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes maybe good.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe shit.
Mostly shit.
But yeah, Unity is almost unbelievably perfect. I dropped some instant pictures on a few people out there. If you have one of those, I signed it. If I didn't sign it, that's a fake. You cannot.
There's
sell
some
it on
bad
eBay.
red rope licorice going around. Be sure not to eat the bad red rope licorice.
Dude, I saw someone buying boar's head the other day.
Oh
I
God,
was like, "What are you doing?"
that's a risk. They're playing roulette with their fucking
deadass.
life.
I came back from the store like 2 weeks ago. I had some sandwich meats and whatnot. My girlfriend, she looks at it and she goes, "Did you buy boar's head?" And then she explains it to me. So it seems I'm not on top of my my knowledge in that way.
Yeah,
you
you're.
The
have-
good news is I lived. I don't know if I've contracted the illness or not.
Yeah.
What is
But,
it? What one is it?
Listeria.
I don't know
fucking
how that works.
plague.
Yeah, the bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
The interesting thing is they still just let you buy the meat. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Well, I mean, it's on discount. The worst part too is, like, if you show me, like, you know, discounted tavern ham, I'm making sandwiches out of that all week long. I'm not asking questions.
You shouldn't.
discounted
Yeah,
tavern
for sure. You know, if
Let
I
me
get
get-
food poisoning at noon, that's just a short work day.
Yeah.
Let me get the dry salted ham you got in the back.
Yeah. It's
We'll make a fucking sandwich
a
out of
loss
that.
of a few pounds.
A little extra mustard.
Well, back to the show.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, I saw there was a top 25. You know, Tobias posted. You know, he got a little top. Actually, his wife Danielle. Shout out to
Earned
Danielle.
it too. Absolutely.
Got a
beautiful
top
car.
25. What was like your favorite car there?
That's a tough one. Okay, so somebody's been bringing around this Mark II in like I don't know, like a dark pale blue with VR stuffed in the back. And
In the back?
I love every time when somebody does this. I mean, years ago, somebody had a red one, similar kind of setup. This one is very much, you know, fuel cell in the front,
Yeah.
Recaros, firewall behind them, rowdy ass setup in the back. Somehow I've managed to never see this car move, despite the fact that they were at Roots. They've been at a couple of the other events I've been at.
Yeah.
And you know, we recently had some interchanges on Instagram even, where they're just the nicest person on earth, and they drive this wild fucking race car with the engine stuff behind them, and it's just, until you look at the back of it, you just assume it's just some nerd's, you know, fuck around car, and they've assembled it in a way which just makes sense to me. It's not the cleanest car.
They somewhat
It's
local?
not the fastest car. It's not any number of prerequisites.
Yeah.
It just looks like so much fun to me.
It's a cool car.
Absolutely.
Are they local?
Yes.
Like, oh, sick. It'd be cool.
I mean, I would imagine in New England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's.
I-
put it this way: it's not
I'll
as far
be-
as Texas.
I'll be found to be wrong. Yeah, no, they definitely didn't come in from Texas. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's no way they would have had the time to out and back twice by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, to me, that's the top one. I mean, like, some guy brought out one of those, I want to say a Saab Sonnet. There were a couple of, there was a really fucking cool Volvo 242. some shade of green. I got a great shot of that. I mean, Volvo nerds are such a weird bunch that when they come out with stuff,
Yeah.
it's cool stuff. You know, and they're going to survive a wreck on the way home. So that's cool. But Josh is over there cheating. He's pulling up my album so he can, you know.
What I was gonna say, where can I find it?
Oh, I can plug my own shit. That's
Please do.
thebrianbuckleyphoto.com.
That's why.
Yeah. If you're on any of the Revival Facebook groups, you've probably, I say groups, there's only one. What the fuck is wrong with
That's
me?
one. That's where I've been keeping up with it.
My alternate bootleg Revival Motoring Facebook group. You can search for it now. Facebook.com/search for it now.
Motoring Revival.
Motoring, Revival.
Here we are.
Yeah,
Josh, can you throw some of these up here? Because
I want to pull some
I
up.
think there's
yeah, I'm not big on self-promotion, but I feel like
You
this
should
is the
be.
one time you really get to
no, you should be, because there's a bit of a renaissance happening here, and I think I was talking to
Yes, no, this is a great point because oh fuck, I'm spacing on his real name. He's on Instagram as Forever Zero. He shoots for PVW.
doesn't ring a bell.
I've heard of him.
He's been
I don't
putting
know
up
his name.
great sets. Becker put up some great sets.
Yeah,
The large show photo set crowd,
yeah,
if we could call it, is definitely in a resurgence. I mean, Flickr is on fire. Facebook groups are on fire. Scott from Canada on Instagram as Scotty VR absolutely crushed his Roots coverage. This G60
Golf Rally? Big fan.
absolutely beautiful car. And opposite is another one in black. I don't know that I grabbed as much detail of it, but
Is
anytime
that
we have
Scott's?
Yeah.
Scott's,
Probably Scott's.
two rallies next to each other is a beautiful thing. I mean, box flares had their minute. That Volvo is beautiful. Joe's 911, the first time I ever saw it was right after he bought it. He immediately said, you know, I just picked this up, you know, out of wherever. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, drive it, probably sell it right away.
Yep.
That was 2 years ago. I know he's loving it. Anytime I see Joe with one of his cars, he always claims that he's about to sell it, but you can tell he's having the best time. That car is mostly original.
He's definitely an everything's for sale guy, and I like that about him.
Oh, for sure. I mean, anything has its price. He had our Dent Patrol friend,
Rob, big shots, Rob.
Oh my God, he was doing incredible work right in front of us. Definitely shots in front of there. But the diversity at the show is good. I mean, it's very deliberately European.
Yeah.
However, if you drive in, you know, a Polo or something interesting,
Yeah.
they're not going to turn you away.
I hope not. It's a
You know.
Volkswagen.
Yeah.
My point to the Renaissance thing earlier is that I've seen in the past few years this resurgence of early Volkswagen shows like Roots, like Low Show. Low Show, I don't know if it's really early, but it's Volkswagen centric, much like Unity right here, that are kind of having this pop, this moment, this boom. And I think I was talking to Paul McGraw actually, and I was like, actually, that is either him or Toby. I've got such a deep level of FOMO right now because I own something that I would be over the moon to bring and hang out with people there, and I can't, and it's really grinding my gears.
And that's part of it, though. It's the shows that are very, very big. You know, I mean, picture H2O back in the day. We're all nostalgic about it because you remember going on a 6-hour drive to eat pancakes in the morning with your friends.
Yeah.
And that's the part of the show that really stands out. There are so many people over the years who never would actually go to H2O because to them it was about seeing your pals who are from up the coast, down the coast, out west, wherever. And these smaller events more easily facilitate that because as much as there are guys that we hang out with who, you know, live in Western Massachusetts. I only get to see them at events.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a large part of why these are so important to us as members of a community because we're all nerds about the same things. We all love the items on wheels, but it's an excuse to get together. It's an excuse to sit down and razz each other at a picnic table. So any opportunity to do that, which is more accessible, is always a good thing. And it's always worth pointing out too. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine before this event and before Roots. simply they didn't want to come because they didn't feel as if their project car was at that point where they were ready to display it, or they couldn't participate. And I want to point out, an event like this is a perfect example where if you don't have your project car ready, there's no reason to not just come.
Yeah.
It's always going to be important because you want to see your pals just as much as you want to see things in four wheels, and then also see other items which might serve as motivators for your own, wants or desires.
Well, that's the thing. Like, seeing all these stuff just this past year, I think it's because I haven't been able to go to anything this year. I feel like I've definitely missed out on a lot, and actually, I feel like I've missed out, as I just said, because I haven't been able to go to anything. It's been a huge motivator to be like, all right, what do I want to do with this thing? Do I want to get rid of it, or do I actually just want to fix it and use it and enjoy it? So it's been a bit of a pickle, but it's kind of, seeing photos like this has really been pushing me one way more than the other.
Now, with all that said, though, the time away from working on your project and seeing the state of other people's projects or events or whatever it is they have going on, does it give you more time then to form a more deliberate idea of what it is you might want to work on, as opposed to feeling like you're in a constant grind while you're in the middle of actively using it?
Yeah, you know what? Seeing this stuff here, it's like a motivator to specifically just fix what's broken and not go any deeper. This way I can get out and use it.
Yeah,
opposed to like going like I do pretty much any time, is just
Rewire the whole thing.
Yeah, going way too deep, and then it's something's down. I mean, that car's been down since April, but going down for way too deep into the season. And I think with the Honda this past year, that was down until, I don't even know. I think
victim
June?
of your own ambition.
Yeah. I just I'm here. So, but yeah, the seeing it, it's like, oh, I just want to go hang out.
Exactly.
The car doesn't matter as much. I'd love to take the car. It's cool, but it doesn't matter as much. I would just like to go hang out here or Roots, or even go to like the Low Show and check that out, and like go all these different places.
Yeah, I agree. I feel bad I missed this one. I didn't have a choice, so it is what it is. But
it's like life will inherently always happen on us. So with that said, FOMO is always gonna be a thing that we experience. But with that said, by missing out on that, you then also were able to do other things.
Especially, not that we're patting our own backs, right? But we've all been in the VW scene, etc., for an extended period of time. So if there's a show or an event that one of us is like, ooh, I feel shit, I missed that, I wanted to be there, then I think that should speak volumes. Because it's the same thing as like Roots. That's certainly has that effect on people, and I think Northeast Unity is having that effect on people as well.
And it's about the scale. The portion of Roots that people talk the loudest about is that it reminds them of, when they felt H2O was good and was a good experience. And, there's that nostalgia part of it because you're at a seaside town. But to me, the more important aspect of it is that the scale is
manageable,
pretty contained. It's pretty manageable. You're going to run into exactly A, who you hope to, and then B, they're not going to get torn away by the fact that there's some get together 130 blocks up the coast that they want to get to in time.
Right.
So it still enables the ability to be an actual human interacting with actual humans.
Yeah. Wow. Also, the photo resurgence, maybe, I don't know if I'm just paying more attention now, but I see, how do I say, less photos, higher quality.
I've been having that thought recently as well. And I feel like there's a want to kind of regain the ability to show in detail the things that interest us. Raph is great at this. Leon's great at this. You get a lot of guys that are based down here in Rhode Island who are just absolutely fantastic with it. And it's a way to both share that experience with people who couldn't be there, or to allow a nostalgic look back for the people who were there.
Yeah.
While also, quite literally, this is the thing that gives me something to do for weeks afterwards as well. I enjoy the sorting, the editing, the fuckery of it. But there is, I think, a push in this direction to try to, build websites, build larger albums, do what Scotty's been doing with like 1,000 photo deep Facebook album of his experience at Roots. In order to like turn around and say like, well, Instagram's been cheapened. You know, everything's gone in the direction of video, and it's not to say that video is bad per se, but if your want is to capture things in stills, then the moment to me feels like build the format that you want to display it in.
Yeah, it's,
right.
Instagram has gone away from video entirely. I'm sorry, gone away from photo.
Yeah,
entirely. So like, yeah, you want good photos, build it and do something else with it.
Yeah, that's not to say that like an app can or can't be fun, but it's definitely to say like my hope when I'm shooting some of these pictures is that like when I have that wow, I'm dazzled by the thing I'm assembling moment, it's on like a large display at my desk at home. And unfortunately, this little guy isn't going to give you that experience.
No, and that's literally the whole premise of Revival Motoring, especially with the magazine and all that sort of stuff. It was because cool, that photo you just posted on Instagram is in somebody's head for about 5 seconds.
Yeah,
that's it.
That was
could be
my
one of the greatest photos you've ever
with
taken.
the photos. It was like for a while, I felt like after any event, show, not show, whatever event, there was in my interpretation of them, it was used car photo sales. So used car listing, it just has like the stereotypical like walk around shot and interior shots that had no purpose or soul or anything to them. And I was like, I have no interest in even looking at these. But now all of a sudden now, like yourself or Raph, for example, or even other people who I don't even know who they are, but I'm looking at content from shows specifically. I'm like, oh, these are really engaging. Mm-hmm. And it's like one shot of this car instead of 27, but this one shot, like I could keep looking at this photo over and over and over.
I'm always so big too on when somebody walks into what you would describe as just a scene. So we'll use Mark One Meet at Roots, for example. Larry Wenzel absolutely crushed it because he's pals with everyone. He knows what to look for. He knows what it's not just about the cars. It's about the cars, the people, the environment, the traffic nearby, whether or not we're going to shoot it from across the street, right in front of the car, wide lens, short lens. It's something where if you're seeing it in a certain manner and you can figure out how to share that, that's a skill. It's definitely something that everybody's going to see it differently. Yeah. And that's why I'm so impressed by seeing the different iterations of photographers' takes on the same events. And I encourage absolutely anybody who's on the edge of getting into those kinds of things and they're not sure if they want to share their work yet, that's fine. Do or don't. That's entirely up to you. But the moment to get into something is quite literally when you feel like you might potentially want to.
Yeah. I dig the standalone website. I think that's really cool.
I don't know. I mean, like when I was considering putting together, it felt a little bit like grandiose and selfish. And on the other hand, it isn't, because it's just I would like to have a format where I could do the thing. Yeah. And anybody's going to look at the internet and say, I'd like to do it this way. I'd like to do it that way. There's no right or wrong answer.
So that's the best part about all this. It's all interpreted by thyself. It doesn't matter. That's
exactly
like it's however it's again, I hate the artsy fartsy stuff, but that's what it is.
Something about beauty in the eye.
It's just right. It's just whatever it is. It is.
In the same manner as like why from the outside, I mean, like I'm on the edge of the revival sphere, but watching...
No, you're deep in the sphere now, buddy. You got a problem. You're also a non-paid employee. That's exactly.
Listener, I have fucked up. Regardless, though, I mean, but from having been positioned where I am, I say I'm on the outside. Anybody who's not familiar, I mean, I have photo sets in like 3 of the 8 magazines. Yeah, and I was absolutely floored the first time I got to actually look at my own work in distributed print, if only because it felt like an accomplishment and it felt like something that, you get to earn as a result of the hard work because somebody else recognized what it was you also saw. And with that said, I mean, I certainly appreciate that. But over the years, viewing the way Revival kind of, you steer in this direction, you steer in that direction, and it's not necessarily to serve what the times are, it also visibly serves what your mood is. And I think that's the cool part, because you see what you want to contribute to what you hope people might like is always going to change over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
with that
never
said,
going to be, it's always going to be a reflection of us, realistically.
yeah, and then looping back to the show scene, I mean, what Nick and Rachel are putting together now is something that serves perfectly their place, their time, and their interests.
Yep.
And they're sharing it with people, and they're hoping people like it. And the good news is people do. And the great news is that people want to see it actually continue. And the even better news is you know that it will.
Yes.
And they're not the only examples of that.
Mhm.
And that's what I like about what's going on right now. We have a lot of really great small-ish shows that are not, parking lot get-togethers. They're deliberately
Just beyond that.
they're
Yeah.
deliberately planned occasions during which they really hope you have a good time.
Yeah. Because, it's just not growing to this insane, grandiose scale where it's, this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
It needs that homegrown personal touch to it.
Yeah. Nick and Rachel and their friends are hosting it. They're organizing it. They're putting together it, but it is not about them. It is about you.
Yeah. Great spot. Like you said, countless places to get food, snacks, all that sort of stuff. Great scenery. If you missed, just like me, you screwed up, but go and make sure you're there next year.
I can't stress it enough. Absolutely worth the time, worth the drive.
Yeah.
Wherever it is you're coming from, do it.
Matter of fact, there's another, actually, I'm going to save that route for me, but it was suggested to me, another route that worked pretty well. But I won't say that. Big shouts to Nick, Rachel, Derek, everybody involved with putting on the Northeast Unity show. It sounds like you guys did an amazing job, clearly, from all the photos and everybody who attended. Nothing but positivity and good stuff coming out of there. So we hope they do it again next year. Fingers crossed. I'd imagine so. They're probably already thinking about it. But go check that out now. You can go to their website. You can go onto their Instagram so you can follow along, find out exactly what happens. That should do it. Is there anything else? I think we covered everything, right? Spent a lot of time on that squirrel. Poor
That
guy.
squirrel, yeah, it really ate up some time.
A whole chunk of time.
Yeah,
Rest in
yeah,
peace,
really
bud.
Whole
took a
segment.
chunk out of the bottom of that car. So,
Fucking squirrel looks like JFK right now.
yeah, poor guy.
It's a shame.
So
Damn shame. Everybody in the chat, hey, hope you're having a wonderful
thanks
time.
for joining us earlier.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna get out of here a little bit early. Not
I'm
really.
Really gonna enjoy that.
I am gonna be home before 9, hopefully. So
Yeah.
we will be back next week. We have another guest lined up. Really gonna get into the dare I say disagreement of our government and perhaps the the way certain wings or strings of the government try to run things here in Massachusetts. It's been a hell of a ride so far. We have some, dare I say, boots on the ground who should be here to talk about that.
Nice.
So we will be back next week. As always, thank you very much. Go to our website, revivalmotoring.com. There you can sign up for the B for B. You can follow us along on YouTube. That is Revival Motoring YouTube channel. You can like, comment, subscribe there. I gave you the update on the rally. Ooh, that is one thing. We're changing our Bandit debut date from November 10th to November 17th.
The post you put out said November 17th.
Okay.
All right. We're going
yeah.
to repeat that one more time, just for an absolute degree of clarity, because we know a lot of people are interested in seeing what kind of misadventure we got up to.
Yeah.
November
17th. Yes, that is a Sunday. We're more important than football. You can go to Widowmaker in Braintree. We're going to post more. We're going to make flyers, all that sort of stuff. Matter of fact, I was just sent. I don't know if I should be able to say this. We're going to have our own beer, which is going to be pretty awesome. So that will be on the 17th. You can go purchase that there only. We won't have it on the website or anything like that. So if you want it, you got to go in person, stack up. But November 17th, I know I said the 10th last week. I need to give myself at least an extra week to try to figure out a bunch of stuff we need to get done before then. So that is why we're doing that. That's all I got.
Will the car be there?
The car will be there.
Do you feel like this is, you have to have a deadline on an assigned project, otherwise you'll never finish it?
No. I'm just, no, because I'm like rearing to go to finish the rest of the stuff we need to finish. We have a lot of shit we still need to kind of record. If anybody, please, if you're listening, anybody who knows anybody who has or owns a Cybertruck, please get in touch with me. We need it for about a day. We don't even have to drive it. The owner can drive it. There's some scenes we want to film with it. and that's about it. Maybe even half a day we could probably get away with. If you know somebody who knows somebody, please get in touch with me, because if not, I'll have to try to rent one. But we can barely pay for the mic stands, so I don't want to do that.
But yeah, November 7th, Widowmaker Brewing.
17th.
17th. I missed a one. November 17th,
17th.
Widowmaker Brewing. We really, 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 really hope you come on out, and we really hope you like what we make for you.
Oh, we're gonna be there.
Yes. So do that. Follow along. We will see you next week. Brian, thank you very much for coming and hang out.
I'll
Thank
stop
you.
at you.
Everybody else, peace out. See you.
Shouts.